healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it. Did you know that 1 in 4 people seeking treatment for ED are under 40? So you're not alone. And even better, Hims can help. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. It all starts with an online intake form. From there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. Through hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets rang out, the bombs bursting in air, yea, through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
O 600. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Morning Mayhem starts now with David Bazzel, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore. Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Justin!
Ticket right across Mississippi clean. I was on that midnight flyer out of Birmingham, smoking in the New Orleans. Somebody help me get out of Louisiana, just help me get to Houston town. There are people there who care a little about me, and I won't let the poor boy down. Hey.
It is 6:09. Move it. A great weekend starting on Thursday.
You ought to jack up your volume. You're pretty low.
Let's jack it up.
Hit that guy on that. Move it! Move it! Move!
Sure, you're a boy, and they bought me a silk suit, put luggage in my hand.
Hey, baby! We're gonna be here all day! We're gonna be here all day, baby! I like this kind of party! I like this kind of party, baby!
Yes, well, Is that better, Josh? Yes, that's much better, right, Josh?
Yeah, it's better.
All right, Roger, say something. How was your?
Hello.
First Los Angeles. Here we go.
Los Angeles.
Now you need to get music up, Josh. That's low.
I like it a lot.
Roger, you want some more juice, Ron?
I'd love some more juice.
Let me give you some more juice.
More juice. I don't know why we keep losing camera number 2, Josh, but before the show starts, we'll get that fixed.
We're working on the T-bone steak, on the carny flying over to the Golden State.
It's stupid. It is.
13 minutes, he would set us at
Hello, boss. Sisters.
swing old chariot.
Lights down! Lights down!
Touch your engine and cool your wings and let me make it to the telephone.
Los Angeles.
Norfolk, Virginia side, 1-4-10
We hear you.
The folks back home, this is the promised land calling, and the poor boys on the line.
Take it away, Josh.
It's going to be one more for Thero with 1.8 to go. Georgia's going to have to go the length of the floor. He missed the second one, got his own rebound, puts it up and in at the horn, and Arkansas wins. Arkansas wins. Thero missed the free throw off the front of the rim, beat Georgia to the basketball, laid it in at the horn, and Arkansas wins the game. How about that? What a finish. Thero with the free throw and then the bucket. He scores the last 3 points of the ball game, and Arkansas's got a W.
There we go. Finally, we have a chance to wake up with you and talk about a conference win for the Hogs and John Calipari. The Hogs get it done last night. Late night game, 68-65 over the Georgia Bulldogs. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Welcome to Oaklawn.
Yes, good morning, Josh.
Good morning, gents.
Good morning, John.
We are here at Oaklawn for a special Thursday edition of racing. Who knew when we booked this that we'd actually have racing on this day when it was not scheduled? And obviously, it's a big weekend. Southwest Stakes we'll talk a lot about today. But how nice is it to wake up and finally get a conference win? Lanny Van Eman, he's safe. His record of safe is 0-6.
He is still landing.
Hogs are down by 12 at halftime. Fight their way back. Didn't look good in the second half, but they keep, scratching and clawing and rebounding and shooting free throws and second chance points. All the things they have not done well so far in conference play this year, and they get the win. It's nice. It did look good for a while.
It did not look good at all.
We talked about losing a Boogie Flan yesterday, and we what could happen? Could there be some guys that step up? And you look at all the guys that had great plays. Of course, Thero, not only did he have 17 points, he had 11 rebounds, double-double there.
Key.
But everybody contributed a little bit. The free throws, what were we? 85% free throws? Yeah, 88%. Yeah. 29 to 34. That's how you do it, 85%. And they get it done. Josh had a late night. What time did you get? 12:15, 12 o'clock last night with the post-game show, Josh?
Yep.
You stay there?
I did, yeah.
Let me tell you.
I think you have slept in that studio more than anybody else, and that includes any inclement weather policy we ever had. So, way to go.
That game, it was 2 hours and 45 minutes, right? I think
My
that's
God.
what it was.
My God. Is that
It
true?
was ridiculous.
My God.
Do you know how many free throws they shot? They shot 63 free throws.
Yeah, it's just, I heard that last night, and I was like, good. That's part of it right there. That just takes forever.
Yes.
But it was just nice. You could see the relief on Cal's face, him talking on the postgame with the SEC Network, Pat and our boys.
Hey, I told you, Baz, how long Arkansas led for. Roger, do you know how long Arkansas led in the game?
No.
29 seconds.
2 seconds. How much?
29 seconds.
It was the free throw. Well, no, I guess it was it the free throw that put him up?
It must have been. I don't know. I mean, because I didn't feel like they were up for 29 seconds. I felt like it was less. They had a stretch. They led for a second, I think.
Yeah. Where did we get that? Because you're right. I don't think they led until the free throw. Because he puts them up by one, and then he picks up the rebound off the free throw miss.
Well, let's just put it to you this way, based on that. If it wasn't for Hugo Bezdek, we might be still considered the cardiac cards after that game.
Yeah, it was nice to do that. We'll have Joe Kleine a little bit later to talk about the game last night. Of course, now you play Oklahoma, a team that they can beat. So you might get a little momentum here. Again, that's why I brought up yesterday. You lose a guy, and Josh, you were right. And I said the same thing. Boogie Flan has not just killed it during conference season. So, losing him, I know, is you hate to lose a guy that's a scorer and all that. But, they got enough, really good players on this team that maybe can step up and rally. We'll see. I know Georgia's not a just super great team, but they were in the top 25, a week ago. So,
but they led,
they did.
For 19 minutes,
did. I'm like Cal. Josh, you talked about last night on your postgame show. This team fought. They didn't give up. They scrapped back and back.
Listen, I'm not mad about it. I just like to say one thing about that. How about that red jacket? That's what did it. Where'd it go?
You guys said it was red. It says my TV's is pink.
You all ridiculous. You're like salmon. It's a salmon.
I was watching it. It's salmon. As I was watching it, I had it on in the car. As I'm watching it. Now I pull over to watch it. And from the view of my phone, I never saw a close-up, so I thought, is it an actual red? Well, then it is. I looked at it when it got a close-up, and it was. He's worn that before.
Yeah, it was good for him. Like I said, I was glad to see him get the win. You could just tell it was.
Shirt off.
I could tell he was. I could tell he was really. Yeah. Last night was a great night of the SEC into the SEC. You had South Carolina. That had a chance to beat Florida, just blew it there at the end. So number 5 Florida wins 70-69. Yep. And Ole Miss had a great game against A&M, and A&M comes up with a win at the very end, 63-62.
3 games decided by 5 points.
Yeah, it was Peter. Oh my gosh, with SEC Network. Oh my gosh,
Peter Burns.
Peter Burns, thank you. Said it may have been the greatest night of basketball, 3 games in the SEC Network's history. Said he's been there 15 years to have 3 games come down the wire. All exciting games, but so it's a positive. Anytime we can wake up and have the Razorbacks win after what we've been through, it's really nice. The last conference win was last year. That's how long it's been.
Sure. Yeah, last season.
Now it's not as cold this morning, Roger. We've been waking up every morning. What's the temp? I didn't get a chance to check.
I didn't look, David. I did come down.
A balmy 24. A balmy 24.
Ralph and I came through the casino to get here, and I brought my big jacket because I know the last time we were here, the time before, the air was working really good. So I'm on blood thinner.
One of the racing today that would take place is the makeup for missing Martin Luther King Jr. Day, racing day over here on Monday. And you've got the big Southwest Stakes Saturday. That's where Mystic Dan, that's where we first heard of Mystic Dan winning the Southwest. And I got to thinking, I didn't look it up yet, but I imagine American Pharaoh won the Southwest. I imagine Smarty Jones most likely won the Southwest. We'll have our crack research
Smarty
staff.
Did, right?
I presume they did. Obviously, it's $1 million, Roger. I was looking at the rest of the races. All combined, it's really $2 million in stake races, and they're giving away $100,000 to everybody. Not everybody. To anybody who obviously will put money into or put their name in the drawing. Between now and on Saturday, they're going to give away $100,000 in increments of 5, 20, or whatever.
Right.
So it's a good chance for you to win some money. So we'll talk with plenty of the Oaklawn guys about that. We got a new NFL coach. Not a surprise. Aaron Glenn goes to New York. I didn't know the background on him. Did you?
No.
That he was a Jet. He was a first-round draft pick of the Jets and was a scout for them and played for them for 10 years. And he didn't look quite so good there at the end with the way the defense played, but they were banged up.
Well, you know what? Again, good luck to him. Good luck to them. The Jets haven't been, very. Listen, I think the closest they got was Belichick there for a while.
I think
Parcells was.
Yeah, I think he did one day. Was that the one that he did one day and he dropped?
Or was that Cleveland? Was that Cleveland?
I was thinking he
one day.
No,
he was defensive. Maybe it was.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
But they announced him as
Parcells was there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll see. And now the Cowboys are talking to Marty Schottenheimer.
Oh, well, yeah, that's just
listen,
that's ridiculous.
What a scathing report, though. And of course, there's an article about that, but it's talking about. I think it's the Rooney Rule talking going on a little bit right there. I heard a little bit with Will Cain. I like Will Cain. He used to be on
ESPN.
Big time ESPN. And the last half a dozen years he's been on Fox doing
sports
Saturday morning show. But he's a fantastic attorney. He does all kinds of stuff and sports. He's big friends with huge friends with Stephen A. And he was on there the other day or yesterday, and they were talking about DEI hires and things things like that, and it come up about the NFL and why you have to do stuff like that with the Rooney Rule. And now there's an article about that saying, here we go, which is true. You've got the name. Schottenheimer's kid is not going to go from college to an assistant in the pro without his dad's name.
Can I say, I didn't even realize he was the.
I had no clue. It's like, what?
You know what?
I know, we never talk about it.
No, maybe it's No, we don't talk about it now.
Does
McCarthy
call the plays, or does
I thought.
Just like with Judge, I'm sorry, Judge.
Yeah.
Just like with what they've got, a lot of times the offensive coordinator calls a lot of the plays, except for a few coaches, and a lot of times the coaches will let the offensive coordinator call the plays.
Like Andy Reid calls his own plays.
But then go, no, I want to do this one here.
Yeah,
Once
that's
he
right.
hears
He
it,
can-
so
he
he'll
can
let
intervene,
it go.
yes.
And I don't know if the good or bad of that. But anyway, I don't know about Shotty. Good article about that. You can go and read that sort of thing and find out and get your own opinion.
It's a couple interesting things here. So number one, Dan Campbell, no coaching tree. 3 days later, two NFL head coaches.
Yes,
right.
yes.
So the tree grew some pretty significant limbs pretty fast. Also, to Roger's point, like there's this weird balancing act that's happening right now where I think it's important that we acknowledge Marcus Freeman, minority head coach in the championship game. That's exciting. But also, the Rooney Rule is a complete mockery because. Like yesterday, we're like, Leslie Frazier still coaching. We had no idea. We had no clue Leslie Frazier was still involved in coaching.
I know.
And then Mike Loxley getting
gosh, that's terrible.
and I'm not sure if you all
terrible.
saw this. The Patriots put out a graphic. It's like, we've completed interviews, and it was in the same graphic, Pep Hamilton and Byron Leftwich. And it's like, so you did a double graphic. You did the double Rooney Rule graphic on one. So there's somewhere in the middle where it's like, hey, we need good minority candidates, but also stop interviewing minority candidates just to do it, right?
Yeah, just to do it. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So at one time, things like that needed to be done or pointed out.
Yes, exactly.
But now it's to the point to where let's bring.
Eric Glenn is obviously a black head coach now in the NFL.
Again,
he's qualified though.
Steve,
right, that's correct.
Listen,
that's
Frank
right.
Fletcher, Wayne Smith, Greg Hatcher, Scott Banks Hamby, you name it. Renata Jenkins. They're not looking to. They're looking for the very best person. Now I don't know why Jerry Jones or anybody else wouldn't look for the very best person to do that. Now there was a time when you were shunned, and there were certain little groups of people that would not allow a black or a Hispanic or a female to do some of these things, and there was somebody needed to stand up and go, wait a minute. This chick is a much better person than
this chick.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. She's better than this.
Yes.
She's better than this. You know what? So I don't understand it, but I don't think it has to be. To me, to your point, Josh, I think it's a mockery now. It's just like, let's just do it.
Yes.
Let's don't have that anymore. Look for the best person.
What do you think happens with Dallas? Do you think they end up going? Where do you think they go? Do you think they go with Deion? You think they go with Kellen Moore?
I want Deion. I don't care who else.
I do too.
I don't know who else they get. They didn't go for Belichick.
Josh, what do you think?
Who
do you think?
So I'll think about it. I'll give you this perspective on it. As somebody who is a fan of another team in the division, the guy I want them to have the least is Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
that's the guy I want the least.
That's a good endorsement. Right there. Yeah.
I also think that it's so weird.
Excuse me again. What was that about? You, the guy you like least is
the guy I want to be the coach.
Getting the job.
Right. The guy I want the Cowboys to get the least is Deion, because the thing is,
why?
Because he's afraid Deion will do a good job.
Because he's thing is that he's nailed the coordinator hires not twice, but he's made really good adjustments at Colorado. Their defense, as you mentioned, Bazzel got better. Their offense this year was obviously very, very good. And I think he also knows how to relate to players, and players understand him a lot like Dan Quinn does, right? A lot like how Dan Quinn empowers guys. Deion's got a different perspective on it. But I don't get this. Why do you let McCarthy walk and then hire his handpicked OC?
Yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
You're right.
You're right. I don't think it's going to happen.
You're right. Well, I hope not either. I don't know. Is Brian Schottenheimer a black guy? No. Hey, listen, Smarty Jones did win it in 04, the Southwest Stakes, but I do not see
American Pharoah didn't win it.
American Pharoah. Well, I can't remember.
So we'll ask Nancy Holthus too. We'll see where did American Pharoah break in? What was his? This is not the only race where you get points for Kentucky Derby. You've got several stake races. You got the Rebel, that's exactly right. The Rebel, Southwest Stakes, Arkansas Derby, and maybe one other.
Yeah. Great article. I say a great article. Another article by Wally Hall talking about more money. Did you see that yet?
I did see that.
Yeah, man. Listen, and he's he's poking that bear.
He's doubling what the Brules Matthews Scholarship used to be for, and listen, every athletic department, although interesting article in the Wall Street Journal, we'll get to a little bit later about what the value is of the Razorback football program, according to a guy who tried to analyze all the college football teams and what their worth would be if somebody wanted to come in and buy it or contribute to it. So I thought we'll get to that a little bit later too. 661-1037 if you want to be a part of the show. Also, we found out what the ratings were on the Ohio State Notre Dame game. 22 million, which is a good day at the office, unless you compare it to some of the other, national championship games. 3 million off. Was it 25 million last year? Out of 22 million, I think that's right. Between Michigan and Washington last year, and I sort of tongue-in-cheek said, hey, you didn't have an SEC team.
Yeah.
Nobody in the South's watching.
I thought you were serious because I thought it was a good point.
I am. I'm sort of being tongue-in-cheek, but I'm also being serious. I think if you have an SEC team, you got people who hate the SEC. You got people who love the SEC. I think that does create more viewership. So I don't know if anybody will say that. But
and Roger, I think Roger made a good point too about the inauguration. He said Trump drew, I think, was it 24 million? I mean,
is that what you were talking about, Roger, with the 24 and 33 thing?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly.
There's no question it could have affected it.
It may have. I mean, it was on all day. It was on all day. But I think a lot of folks, if you were interested, no matter what side of the aisle you were on, may have gone back and forth. May have gone back and forth.
But it definitely
just to point that out.
It was competing.
He got 22 million. Trump's inauguration got 24 million. Biden got 33, and Trump's first back in 16 or whatever it was, got 30. So again, it was low.
And again, no SEC team. I definitely think that makes the difference. Also, by the way, since we're here at Oaklawn, I mentioned several times now the Brules Award is going to be here at Oaklawn. Notre Dame, speaking of. Their defensive coordinator, Al Golden.
You mean Bengals defensive coordinator, Al Golden?
That's exactly right. And I did not realize, I don't follow the Bengals close enough. I didn't realize that's where he was. I guess after he got fired at Miami, spent 3 years at Cincinnati as the linebackers coach, and I guess he did a really great job. Got them to he was part of that Super Bowl run. So this is what happens when you have success. You start losing your coaches. And that's just part of it, which is sort of fun to watch to see who goes where, and and the coaching tree, Josh, as you mentioned a minute ago. So obviously you got that. Excited about doing this. Of course, Roger, we'll be back at Oaklawn tonight.
Yeah, we will.
For trivia.
That's right.
Some of us aren't even leaving. We're just going to stick around and watch racing. And
we have an extended checkout time. I'll mention a few names. Last night we had trivia. Last night in I guess it's Maumelle. I think Councilman Massey is Maumelle, right?
Every night.
Blue Rose is North Little Rock,
yes.
So with the ABC, American Builders and Contractors. Associated Builders and Contracts. Yeah, it's the Arkansas chapter, the chapter there since 1975. And Bill Rochelle, who is walking right now, still screaming in Los Angeles. Great folks.
Wonderful,
I mentioned a few names that we had. A lot of our listeners there. It was fun to be out there doing that sort of thing. Just a fun time. I appreciate them allowing me.
And Josh, coming in this morning, looking at the big giant digital board, there was a man, Roger, back up for King of All Trivia. He said, it's always nice to see you with the big lights.
How about that? The big board. I need to talk to Vanessa
about Pops.
Yeah, throw my pitch.
A couple of things today. We got to play Family Feud, brought to you by Southern Bank. Appreciate Chris Robertson. We got to play Match Game, brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory
We didn't
Warehouse.
do either yesterday.
We did not. So we'll get that done today.
Sterling is checking in. Are you saying that people are no longer discriminating when it comes to hiring some positions, asking for clarification? Go back and listen, Sterling.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say nobody discriminates. People still do it all the time.
Right.
If that person does it, then go after them. Go get them.
Yeah.
But to force somebody to do something, you start setting up people who are going to be mad about it, and they're going to overlook the minority, quote unquote, that comes in just because now you're telling them what to do. If a grocery store, if a clothing store has a discriminatory practice on things, then stand out there and let everybody know so every good thinking American or wannabe American can say, I'm not going in there until you allow everybody to walk in that store. Come on, Sterling.
It's also national. Yes, go ahead.
Well, once again, there's a huge difference between interviewing Byron Leftwich and Pep Hamilton and Mike Loxley and then interviewing Aaron Glenn and Brian Flores. And I think that Sterling would probably agree that the Rooney Rule, the way it's been used, is a bit of a joke. I mean, that's really the point here.
But it is now. It is now.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you interview Leslie, when was the last time Leslie Frazier was a coach?
I didn't know he's still coaching.
Eddie George got an interview. Eddie George got an interview.
You can find me a transgender of color. If they coach the Dallas Cowboys and win Super Bowl after Super Bowl,
he's hired.
Hire them.
Let's take a break. And as I mentioned, obviously it's National. I hadn't gotten to this National Pie Day. It's National I swear to it, National Measure Your Feet Day. All right. Do your feet get bigger or smaller as you get older?
That's what she said.
Do we know? Do we know? Is there a change?
Everything gets smaller.
Gets smaller?
Well, yours are,
mine are so fat and flat.
You've got plaster of Paris Bigfoot feet.
It's also National Handwriting Day. I give you one guess, Roger, why it's National Handwriting Day.
Is it John Hancock's birthday?
It is.
Wow. King of all trivia.
That's exactly right, Josh. All right, we'll check your message on the D3 Auto Sales text line when we come back. Do not go away. It is 6:30. We're live from Oaklawn.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. How do we know the names? We are the people that you find.
Wood Grill Buffet presents the shoot-up Pat Bradley when he joins Morning Mayhem each week. PB on the buzz from Wood Grill Buffet. Comfort food at its finest.
This is SportsCenter.
Arkansas basketball is on the board in SEC play. A 68-65 victory for the Hogs last night over the Georgia Bulldogs puts them at 1-5 in the SEC and 12-7 overall. The Hogs led for a total of 29 seconds of the game. They had a rough day shooting, which was expected after the loss of Boogie Flam. They shot 31% from the floor. They were 3 for 23 from deep, but they were 85% from the line, 29 of 34. Adu Thero led the way with 17 points and 11 boards. Also, Carter Knox chipped in 13 points and 6 rebounds. He was 11 of 13 from the free throw line. Also in the SEC last night, number 5 Florida beat South Carolina 70-69, and Texas A&M tops Ole Miss 63-62. The Hogs are back in action on Saturday night when they take on the Oklahoma Sooners at 7:30. You can catch it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
We are slowly warming up for this Thursday with highs today into the upper 40s and mostly sunny conditions. We'll have mostly clear conditions going into tonight as well. Lows into the lower 20s, another cold night. Highs for your Friday into the mid 40s, mostly sunny conditions. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Christopher Pipkin.
Fletcher Binsky Furs half-price clearance sale going on now. The entire inventory 50% off. Biggest sale ever. Nothing held back. Come see us on Rodney Parham Road.
Oaklawn Sports presents Oaklawn Game Day. It's an inside look at the week's big games, exciting prop bets, and the latest betting lines from Oaklawn Sportsbook. Justin Acree and Oaklawn's Director of Sports Wagering, Zach Gillum, have all the information you need to place your bets at Oaklawn. Catch it on The Buzz Wednesday night at 8, and again Thursday mornings at 5:30 before Morning Mayhem. Oaklawn Game Day, presented by Oaklawn Sports on 103.7 The Buzz.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8. 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater, Holthus, Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Hello, Buzz listeners. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. We want to thank the Buzz Nation for a great 2024. Our New Year's resolution for 2025 is simple. We'll beat anybody's deal on a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram in stock. Also, if you've had any credit problems or looking for a real low interest rate, don't give up. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved and let us help you get the new vehicle you need. It's cold outside, but the deals at Fletcher are hot. Up to $11,000 off all new Rams. New Grand Cherokees as low as $38,997. That's right, a brand new Grand Cherokee, third row seat for under $40,000. We also have $6,000 discounts on all new Jeep Wranglers, up to $11,000 off all new Rams, and the new Jeep Compass starting at only $375 a month. Folks, we're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. Just tell us what you want and how much you want to pay, and we'll do the rest. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon or he will buy your entire collection. Connor has the cash and he wants to buy your used weapons. Check them out online at picklesgapweaponshack.com. Highway 65 North, Conway.
Loyalty. It's a big word for Family Market, and we mean it. That's why our loyalty card, also known as our rewards card, same thing, folks, lets you save 5 cents a gallon every time you fill up at any of our 4 locations. Grab a large fountain drink or a fresh cup of community coffee, that's another 5 cents off a gallon. And on Big Mondays, mid-grade gas costs the same as regular. Yep, you heard me right. Family Market. Keeping it simple and saving you money in Shannon Hills, Malvern, Pangburn, and now Mayflower. Just off I-40. Stop by today. Your wallet will thank you.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
When we're grinding it out a little bit more, if you notice. So that's one of the things. We're still playing fast. We're still taking shots where you have them, but we're doing some things to move people around. Second thing, did you kind of notice we said we got to throw it to the post more? So that's what we did. When you do that, you're getting fouls, and when you're driving, which we always do, there's sometimes they're not. And but the biggest thing in this game is we out-rebounded them by 10. Now, that's one of the best rebounding teams, offensively especially, in the country. And so for us to go do that.
All right, that is Coach Cal at 6:35 here, live from
And
Oaklawn.
Nancy Holthus.
And Nancy Holthus. We get there in just a second. If you just tuned in and maybe fell asleep last night for the late night game, the Razorbacks finally win their first conference game under John Calipari, 68-65. It was nice to see the crowd get excited. It wasn't a big crowd, but it's nice to see you get a win, and maybe they can, create a little momentum. You got Oklahoma coming to Bud Walton Saturday, but nice to get a win. They rebounded, they fought, they made free throws. They still are horrible at the 3-point line. What were we, 3 of 23? My gosh, It is horrible.
Let me ask you this, David. Boogie Flan, thumb surgery. He's out for the season, yes?
Yes. For a long time.
Because they said yesterday.
He might be back at the end.
Yeah, whatever. So does Boogie, because of this injury, does Boogie come back to Arkansas, or does he stay another year in college?
That's an interesting deal.
That's the first thing I
My
thought
guess
about.
is if he has a chance to go to the NBA, he'll go to the NBA. Yeah, he won't come back. Well, but the question is, will the NBA encourage him to come back? I don't know. Just say, you need another year.
Will Coach Cal have an influence on that?
Maybe, yeah.
Say, hey, look, give it another year.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really good. You faltered a little bit during SEC play.
Yeah, he's Cal's got 5,000 players in the NBA. He's got a lot of experience.
Well, and their dads too.
Yeah, their dads too.
That's what I kept thinking about.
Let's check in with the early morning appearance, not in person.
What?
She may be in her bed at home, still in her pajamas.
I don't want to hear it.
Nancy Holthus joins us on the Hodges Glass Little Rock Glass Hotline. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning, and I really cannot believe you're playing that dang turkey call.
We love it. We love it.
That played, and that played, and I literally said, no, they did not. Yeah. Oh, gracious. My dog is looking at me like, are we going hunting? How are you guys this morning?
We're doing wonderful because this in her contract she cannot appear. She goes, I'm not appearing on Morning Mayhem before 7:30. If I do have to appear, I will do it by phone.
I'm beating my mug as we speak, so I look presentable later in the race day.
We do miss the Nancy Holthus showing off her latest fashion.
Yeah, exactly.
Fashion wear. And
are you sponsored again this year by anyone?
I am sponsored by Bank of Nancy this year.
Okay, very good.
You know what? I wanted to do something different this year, and don't get me wrong, I am so grateful to Oak, and I still wear a lot of their stuff. But I'm getting ready to be of a new age, and I kind of wanted a little something different and be able to show my personal style. So, but yeah, I'll come over and see you guys when I get to the track.
Wonderful. You are the racing analyst here at Oaklawn, paddock host, and host of Oaklawn at Dawn. When does Oaklawn at Dawn get underway, Nancy?
Dawn at Oaklawn always starts the Saturday before President's Day in February. So let me pull up my trusty calendar here. That will be on February 15th this year. So super excited.
Gotcha.
I've already got a roster of people that I'm hoping to have on the show. A lot of times I have to play the national stake schedule game if somebody might be out of town. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. That's kind of really become my passion, my soul, and partially because I inherited it from the great Terry Wallace.
Yeah, that's right, and it's a great opportunity for people to come out and get behind the scenes and hear great interviews and get some cool scoop. Now, let's talk about today. You know, we were supposed to be here anyway to promote the Southwest Stakes weekend. Justin and DJ will be here after us. And all of a sudden we have horrible weather Monday, and you guys cancel racing for Monday. Just move it to Thursday. So you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. First post time, I think today is 12:30. But this is a big weekend. I mean, I tried to add up the money. I think it's right at $2 million, if not $2 million in stake races this Saturday.
Yeah, it's a lot of coin. Just the Southwest alone is $1 million. The Martha Washington, which is the girl version, the filly version, for the Kentucky Oaks Prep, it's $300,000. We've got 2 overnight stakes. We've got the King Cotton. We've got the 5th season, which, by the way, people are like, what's the 5th season? It's Oaklawn.
Right.
That's when Oaklawn runs. It's our 5th season. So, yeah, it's a great day, but I do want to let everybody know that because we do have 12 races on Saturday, we are going to open doors at 11 with first post. Doors open at 10:30 with first post at 11:25. So
today?
Make sure you come out. No, for Saturday.
Okay. Oh, Saturday. Okay,
for
Saturday.
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 Yeah, so I'm sure you guys have seen that we are doing something Saturday for the first time in around 10 years.
What is that?
I'm not there, but I can see the puzzled look on your faces.
We've been talking about bobbleheads this week. Yeah, is that what it is, or is it a $100,000 giveaway?
We're doing a Mystic Dan bobble horse. So anybody upon entry will receive a voucher while supplies last, and after race 4, they can go redeem that voucher. We haven't done a bobble horse since American Pharoah. So this is big. These are collector's items, guys.
It's huge.
I saw the picture of it. Very nice. Yes.
I'd love to get one of those. Got to have one and get Scotty to record. Let me ask you this, Nancy, because we were talking about it. We know that Smarty Jones. We know that Smarty Jones won the
Southwest Stakes.
Southwest.
We know that
Mystic Dan did. American Pharoah did not in 2015. Who did?
Oh God!
I'll give you a hint if I'm looking at it correctly. Ron Moquette.
Oh, was that Far Right?
What was it?
Far Right.
Far Right.
Way to go,
Nancy.
Way to go, Nancy.
Man, you are getting me early in the morning.
Yeah,
to give me trivia.
I'm looking at the look at the sun coming up over there. It's so beautiful.
We're gonna go take a selfie.
But we were making the point. The reason, obviously, is Bobble Horse Day is because this is where we first saw Mystic Dan. I think he won by 6 or 8 lengths last year, right?
He won convincingly. Yes, I think it was between around 6 lengths. So we all know that he is not going to be making a personal appearance on Saturday because he is at Gulfstream competing in the Pegasus World Cup. So, he's going to be global. So we're super excited to see him run Saturday at Gulfstream.
You know, we were talking about it, how the purses keep getting raised all the time. Yep. You know, back when Far Right in 2015, Pharoah was here, it was $300,000.
What was? Southwest Stakes?
Yeah.
Wow.
How much did Mystic win last year? What was it?
It was $1 million last year.
It was 8.
Well, we actually bumped up the purse.
Wow.
We actually bumped up the purse from last year. So, and for this reason, I brought home a media guide. So I will tell you the exact value to the winner of Mystic Dan last year. If you'll just give me one little
while you're
second.
looking, while you're looking for that, Nancy, one of the things I was thinking, did you when you saw Mystic Dan win that race by 6 lengths, did it occur to you, wow, this might be a horse that could win some Triple Crown races? Did it cross your mind that we could be looking at a Kentucky Derby winner, or did you say, hey, nice run by Mystic Dan, looks like a good horse? Did you see that it had that potential, and obviously the great local angles there with ownership? What were your thoughts when you saw him last year?
Well, he certainly had a major future after he put on that display, and the value to him last year was $408,000.
Okay, by winning that.
That's what he took home for winning that. But you know what? It's interesting because after his performance in the Derby, Arkansas Derby, where we're kind of like, oh, okay, he's going to be a good 3-year-old. But go to the Kentucky Derby, given the race that he had, with Sierra Leone, with Forever Young. I mean, just the grit and grind that he showed, he stunned the world. And we always know that any good 3-year-old coming through Hot Springs, whether it's the Smarty Jones, whether it's the Southwest, the Rebel, or the Arkansas Derby, they have a serious chance at getting the trophy for the Kentucky Derby. And it's been proven time after time.
We asked you last time we were here, Roger. It was the opening day, and I'm sure there's somewhere in my notes, but go ahead and do it again. Obviously because you have big stake races this weekend. What is the horse that might be a horse that is good enough to win a Triple Crown race this year, in your opinion?
Well, there is a horse by the name of Patch Adams who is on the tip of everybody's tongue. He's from the barn of Brad Cox, and it's interesting because it's a little bit of it's a different season. I'm just going to say it this year for Brad Cox. With all the runners he has put out, he has sent out 25 runners this meet, and he has not made a single trip to the winner's circle. So it is completely out of the norm for him. But the horse by the name of Patch Adams, and he's on the tip of everybody's tongue, like I say, but he's never appeared in a stakes race. He is just won his maiden at Churchill. He went 7/8, so he's never gone 2 turns, but he did it so impressively, and he earned a 98 buyer speed figure, which is massive for the time he was a 2-year-old. He has been training down in Florida at Payson Park and just firing bullet after bullet after bullet, which means he was the fastest work of that particular distance that day. So he just went 5/8, guys. This is fast. A minute and 1/5. So everybody's eyes will be on Patch Adams, and of course Bob Baffert is coming in with a horse by the name of Gaming. Certainly not his best 3-year-old in the barn. He was 3rd best to a group in the Grade 2 Los Al Futurity last year. But it's interesting. Baffert had 3 out of the field of 5 in that race, and he was the best of the 3. But the big horse that is on everybody's name that's not here this weekend is Barnes, and that is a Bob Baffert trainee. A lot of people are already betting him in their Kentucky Derby future wagers, and he is affectionately named for Jimmy Barnes, Baffert's long time assistant. So I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe see Barnes in maybe the Rebel or the Arkansas Derby.
Back to you did say Patch Adams, like Patch, right?
Yeah, just like the movie with Robin Williams.
The movie.
I
have not. I was going to ask.
I've seen the movie.
I have not seen the movie. What's it about?
There's not a horse hadn't been named that before.
I know before. Yeah. What is Patch Adams about? Is he a doctor?
He's a doctor with a great bedside manner.
Okay.
It is one of you, Dave. I promise you watch that movie, you will cry.
Okay, I have a list of movies I must watch. DB movies to watch.
You know what, Nancy? I don't know if he will. He didn't cry at Old Yeller.
I got a little emotional.
He watched Wicked 35 times.
Yes, I do get emotional every time I've watched Wicked, which is
every time?
I think 18 now. Every time I get emotional, yes.
You are such a weirdo.
You cried at Wicked?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I didn't say cry. Right. I just get emotional. I get fired up. Well, Nancy, listen, it's an exciting weekend of racing. We didn't mention we have earlier, but in addition to the bobblehead, you got $100,000 in cash you're giving away Saturday. All you have to do is come here and sign up on the casino side, and Saturday you can sign up on the race side. And it's going to be a fun weekend. Obviously, $1 million Southwest Stakes, the biggest prize to win. But make sure to come by and stop by a little bit later if you can. Once you get you ready, Nancy
put your
style.
face on.
Nancy
put your
style.
face on. Yeah.
I'm getting my mug beat, and I will see you boys soon.
All right,
thank you, Nancy.
Nancy Holthus.
Nancy Holthus. Let's hear a little bit of Nancy, Josh. Thank you, sir.
Again, if there's somebody driving through the state, listen, that is not somebody doing that. That's obviously an animal. Nancy's so good. Little do we know that Nancy had that skill set to do that.
I don't even think Trey Reed could discern if that's Nancy or a real gobbler.
When we come back, we'll check your messages on the D3 Auto Sales text line. Razorbacks win last night. Makes the show just a little bit better. A little bit, more positive, a little bit more exciting. Nobody's talking about jackets, the color of jackets. Although I will take the salmon. I will take last night's salmon color, closer than the blue.
You know what? We've had anthracite, we've had black, we've even had leopard print a time or two back when Nolan was there, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we have a couple of salmon jerseys? I like it.
Do not go away. 6:49 here live at Oaklawn.
Roger Scott with this reminder to check out my friends at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union in Benton, the mothership of Alcoa FCU. Steve Brown and his incredible staff are here to help you save money and in some cases even make money. Do you have high interest credit cards? Well, a great many of us do, but we don't have to. Get rid of those sky high rates and switch to the Alcoa Visa Platinum card with an unbeatable 7.99%. Stop paying over 20% and start keeping more of your hard-earned cash. And how about a deal for your next ride? With Alcoa's end of the year auto loan special, you can lock in an amazing 2.025% rate, enjoy financing for up to 84 months, and best of all, no payments for 90 days. This deal is good on 2023, 2024, and 25 models, but you gotta hurry. It all ends January 31st. Don't wait. Start saving today. Apply online at alcoacommunityfcu.org. Now proudly serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, building communities and personal financial futures for over 65 years.
Bradford Marine and ATV proudly introduces the new Tracker Grizzly 1650 T Prairie Wings duck boat, arriving daily and just in time for duck season. Come visit your local Bradford Marine and ATV today at any of their 6 statewide locations. Your local Tracker dealer.
Hey, Central Arkansas, start the new year off right and save at Lumber One in West Little Rock. Right now, we've got huge deals on shop essentials like 48-inch Maxlight linkable LED shop lights for only $18.99 each. Plus 27-gallon heavy-duty stackable totes for just $9.59 each. Plus, we've got everything you need to be winter ready, like the DeWalt 140K kerosene forced air heater. It can heat up to 3,000 square feet, and it's on sale for only $289.99. Don't wait. Shop Lumber One today.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. At a recent WWE Netflix debut, a fan in the crowd held up a sign reading, 1,864 days since Ohio State beat Michigan. Well, yes it is. And just knowing this brings a smile to my face. Those insufferable toads in Columbus are finally getting what they deserve. Even if they win the college football playoff, they still lost the game for the 4th straight year. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Better luck next year in Ann Arbor, gentlemen. Doublebees is offering a stupendous deal of Chester's chicken and a $5 box with your favorite combo. In your time of need, Doublebees steps up for you, and even for Ohio State fans. Doublebees, it's where you gas it, grab it, and go for Chester's chicken. That's Doublebees.
This is Justin Acree from my friends at CertaPro Painters, the company I've been using for years for my painting needs. Ever regretted a paint color choice? You're not alone. But with CertaPro Painters, you'll never have to worry about that again. Our professionals help you pick the perfect color for your home so you'll love it for years to come. Call your neighborhood CertaPro Painters and ask about their color consultation services. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate today at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
A great tradition continues. Cake live in concert.
I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket.
An evening with Cake. April 17th, First Security Amphitheater.
Never there. You're never there.
On sale Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
He's going full speed. He's going the distance.
Guys, if you're not feeling the same energy anymore, testosterone therapy or TRT may be the answer. Look for personalized treatment like you'll get with the TRT experts at Low T Center. Low T Center brings over a decade of experience, y'all. So go to lowtcenter.com right now to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com.
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Always make sure to say please and thank you. Morning Mayhem is back on the air, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Also, I want to note from the D3 Auto Sales text line, somebody says, I understand why Josh is the way he is with callers, considering he has to take calls from ball skin guy and nutsack guy. not a terrible point.
Here's one from the D3 Auto Sales text line from the 337. I understand why Josh is the way he is with callers, considering he has to take calls from ball skin and nutsack guy. You remember those? I think did we just not read that?
I read that text 2 minutes ago.
I didn't see it. Well, I'm scanning. I apologize.
Everybody who calls me I hope you all are listening to what's happening. Yeah, well, they listen to me, and you all call me names like nutsack.
I swear, I just thought I was losing.
I did too. I said, did we not just talk about that?
1, 2, 3.
Yes, we got to play that for Justin.
Do we have to? Is that what we need to do?
Because the way you deliver it, was just like the Nolan sweater deal. The way you deliver it is
But here's the thing. What I did was it was almost like the episode of Seinfeld where they had everybody try to say the line, "These pretzels are making me thirsty." I was just reading it in a different way.
Yes,
just to see.
Oh, that is. Now we got to make sure, because I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't know that's what the clip was going to be. Now that I know it's coming, I'll be better.
I watched
that too, Josh. That too.
Yeah, no, I watched the video of it, and the funny thing is, Roger is paying attention right up until when I start reading the text. You can see him on the video; he is engaged, and then it's like scroll, and then he looks right down at his computer and reads the text.
No, that's that. Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't know what I was doing.
We need to go. We don't have much time. We got to go to one of the phone lines. I think we have Jimmy from Grapevine on.
What?
Is that right?
Yes, we do.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
I'll be darned. It is great to hear from you. I saw your wife at Ortho, Arkansas not long ago, and I told her, said we wanted to hear from you. How you been, buddy?
I'm doing fine, David, and I want to thank you for being very kind and gracious to my wife and my daughter.
Yeah, they were. Listen, they were wonderful, and I can't remember who had what, but I hope they're doing better. And how have you been, Jimmy? How's life treating you?
I'm doing well, David. Just kind of sitting back and listening to everybody, and I'm still listening, even though I'm not calling in as much as I used to.
Well,
I am listening.
Well, we're glad about.
I want to remind everybody.
Yes.
Nolan Richardson didn't start out very well his first year.
Atta boy, Jimmy.
That's right.
Atta boy.
He lost his first 5 games.
Yep.
When he started out. And there were people that were putting for sale signs in his yard.
Oh, yeah. How about that for sale signs? I forgot about that.
So,
words of wisdom from Jimmy.
Let's give John Calipari a little bit more grace than what we gave Nolan Richards.
I like it. I like it, Jimmy. Listen, Jimmy, Josh, for you don't know this. I know we got to go to break here in a second. Jimmy from Grapevine is a Hall of Fame caller from the last 20 years, 25 years.
Yeah. And Josh, just so you know, to go back to our conversation yesterday, he's a Hall of Famer. So anytime he calls and says anything, you put him on the line.
Front of the line. Front of the line for Jimmy.
Jimmy goes to the front of the line. I don't care what we're talking about or whatever. Jimmy from Grapevine.
But Jimmy, hey, so great to hear from you. Tell your wife and daughter I said hello, and call us again. Love to hear from you.
Again for your kindness and grace to them.
All right, brother. Love you, man. Jimmy from Grapevine, the one and only. Thanks, buddy. speaking of Sheridan, Miss Moats. We lost Mary Moats. She passed away. The matriarch or the matriarch of the Moat family.
Her husband and her son Ross.
Wonderful lady. She used to make the cake.
She made this punch bowl cake.
Yeah, that was epic.
I hope the daughters have that recipe. I think they do. They better.
Yes.
They better.
All right.
In peace,
7 o'clock. We'll visit with Joe Kleine about the big win last night for the Hogs. It's 7 o'clock live from Oaklawn.
1037 The Buzz.
You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
Crushing all the competition.
So you can take that to the bank.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
World champion of what?
1037 The Buzz, your world champions of sports radio.
Don't get me wrong.
KABZ Little Rock.
From KRK4 News, I am Pat Walker. 3 people are now in custody for a murder that happened nearly 6 years ago. Zachary McMillan, Valerie Ferry, and Joshua Dyer are accused in the shooting death of 18-year-old Stephen McClendon. He was found dead at a home on Wilkerson Drive in August of 2019. McMillan and Ferry are now in the Pulaski County Jail on capital murder charges. Dyer was arrested in San Diego and is waiting to be extradited back to Arkansas. A teacher passed away at Mills Middle School yesterday. The Pulaski County Special School District says the school's security team found ELA teacher Dietrianne Ireland in a staff bathroom. Right now, we don't know the cause of his death. This was his 4th year teaching at the school. Mills Middle School will have extra counselors on hand to help comfort students and staff. That's a look at your headlines. I'm Pat Walker for the Buzz Radio Network.
Listen as Clint Sterner joins the Buzz for college football talk. Mondays on Out of Bounds and Fridays with The Zone. Brought to you by Chris Crane Hyundai.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
We are slowly warming up for this Thursday with highs today into the upper 40s and mostly sunny conditions. We'll have mostly clear conditions going into tonight as well. Lows into the lower 20s, another cold night. Highs for your Friday into the mid 40s, mostly sunny conditions. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Christopher Pipkin.
Fletcher Bensky Furs half-price clearance sale going on now. The entire inventory 50% off. Biggest sale ever. Nothing held back. Come see us on Rodney Parham Road.
Tune in each week when Susan Irwin Prowl shares her Keys to the Weekend music events calendar with Justin and DJ. Brought to you by Willie D's and Big Red Dog Productions. Big Red Dog Productions is your gateway to music excellence in Central Arkansas and beyond. Visit entertainersguide.com to see the weekly calendar and submit your shows.
Roger Scott, David Bazzel here to talk about Oaklawn Anywhere. Now listen, it doesn't matter where you are in the state of Arkansas, even at the track, you can use your Oaklawn Anywhere app.
If you're a first-time user, Roger, $150 if you use the promo code BUZZ25.
I'm going to use BUZZ25. Can I use BUZZ26 now if I want to step up ahead of the game?
No, you can't. Roger, it's a huge racing weekend at Oaklawn. The $1 million Southwest Stakes, Mystic Den, ever heard of it? Bobblehead dolls.
$100,000 giveaway?
Exactly right. But you need to have Oaklawn Anywhere so you don't have to get up out of your seat if you don't want to.
For all that information and all the promotions going on at Oaklawn all season long, all the way to May 3rd, go to Oaklawn.com.
iPhone and iPad users can download the Oaklawn Anywhere app in the Apple App Store. And Roger, Android users, they go to bet.oaklawn.com and save to your home screen.
We have had the highest purses in track history. That's Oaklawn. Go to Oaklawn.com.
It's here.
It's there.
It's Oaklawn Anywhere.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Did you know that we also offer mobile diagnostic service and repair? Equipment broke down? The check engine light on? We will come to you with the latest computer software and expert technicians to repair your truck on the spot. If it does need to come to our shop, we will arrange to pick it up. Let Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer take care of all your service and repair needs at your place or ours. That's 501-568-2185.
The Bucks are back at the 35th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. January 24th through 26th at the State Fairgrounds. You could win a lifetime hunting license, a Remington rifle, or a $1,000 gift card from Hunter's Refuge. The Taka Hunting Gear Game and Fish Foundation free kids zone, including a trout pond, hoverball, Moana gym, and more. Hunters, bring your antlers for your chance to win a Can-Am Defender from Bradford Marine and ATV. Rattlesnakes, chainsaw carving, birds of prey, monster trucks, and the Big Buzz Chili Cook-Off. The Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. Tree stands, clothing, RVs, ATVs, UTVs, ammo, and more. Special appearance by Tim Wells, the Slock Master from Relentless Pursuit. It's a Hall of Fame event and an Arkansas tradition. January 24th through 26th at the State Fairgrounds. Sponsored by Reliance Bank, Arkansas's best Chevy dealers, Bradford Marine and ATV, Can-Am, Hunter's Refuge, Remington, Taka Hunting Gear, Outlaw Beer, and 103.7 The Buzz. Visit BigBuckClassic.com and Facebook for more info.
Ready to put your career in motion? The team at Middleton Heat and Air is growing and you can be a part of it. Whether you're an experienced HVAC installer or interested in a new career path, there's a place for you at Middleton. Stop by their hiring event at 22039 Interstate 30 in Bryant on Saturday, January 25th to apply to their award-winning team. They offer competitive pay and excellent benefits. Call them at 501-847-0371 to learn more. They'll see you soon.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, if your New Year's resolution is to update your old bathtub, now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas during our New Year New Bathroom event. Bath Makeover is Central Arkansas's trusted local source for custom bathing solutions installed in as little as 1 day, featuring our revolutionary new laser etch shower wall systems. Get the look of real tile that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas now at 1-800-NEW-BATH. During our New Year New Bathroom event, receive 50% off installation of a new bathtub or shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts, plus a bonus. Receive a $200 Walmart gift card with your bath or shower purchase. And call 1-800-NEW-BATH right now for a free $25 Starbucks gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Are you finished, Mr. Slade?
From the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
Here is David Bazzel, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Such a good movie. It is. It is, let me just make sure I'm not too echo. How do we sound, Josh? Over modulated still is a little bit better.
You're good. You know, it's funny because your volume is always right where it needs to be, but your modulation can be a bit high.
Yes, it can be. I'm a loud talker. It is 7:06. Sun's coming up on the track. One of our favorite things to do, Roger, speaking of being blessed, to have the eyesight and to be here to see a beautiful day at Oaklawn. That's exactly right, Josh.
Blessed to have eyesight. Some people can't say, I know.
We're glad you're with us. It's a big weekend racing today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yep. The Biggie is on Saturday. But, hey, come over today and have yourself a long weekend. Go to Oaklawn.com and get you a room. We'll visit with Wayne Smith a little bit later today and some of the other Oaklawn folks, Zach Gillum and others. But it's so nice to start the day off with a Razorback win, first conference win. Listen, even Jimmy from Grapevine called in today, so it's going to be a good day.
Zach heard him. Zach said, Jimmy's back. Yeah, we're glad to have Jimmy back. And that shows you that it was a big win.
Yeah, Razorbacks do get it done last night, 68-65. Let's bring in the big man.
No.
Don't have him yet?
He's not on there yet. While you're calling him up,
didn't answer.
Last night, Danny Young, who's a neighbor of mine, lives in Benton, a neighbor of mine, just a couple houses down. He's part of the Associated Builders and Contractors. Yes. He's there playing trivia last night with us at Bill Rochelle. So thanks to Danny. And a young lady came up to me. Her name is Maggie. She said her husband, Michael Earnhardt, is a huge fan of the show.
Yeah, wonderful.
So thanks
Mike.
Michael Earnhardt. Yes. Thank you very much for listening, and everybody else that
was there.
The Gooch.
The Gooch, yeah. We know him from, he sings the racing song. He here.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back tonight. Matter of fact, I'm sticking around just working all day over here at Oaklawn today, so looking forward to that.
Like I told you, they raised the purses at the track. They raised the purses at Mainline Trivia. They have doubled it up now, thanks to Wayne Smith.
Looking at the D3 Auto Sales text line, somebody said, we still suck at basketball. You know what?
No.
We might, but we won that game last night. You know, all the naysayers, Acre yesterday, and it's over. It's over.
He did.
It's over.
That's exactly how he sounded.
And Josh, we brought up the point. Listen, I know losing Boogie is a big deal, but, Boogie just hadn't been tearing it up in conference play. So, we were talking about other guys to step up. Obviously, Thibodeau last night, not only does he have 17 points, he's got 11 rebounds. We got rebound somebody for the first time. Maybe it gives you a mental approach where, hey, I'm going to work harder, I'm going to fight harder. The kid, the freshman, Knox.
My goodness.
Yeah, he had 10 points and had a lot of minutes last night too.
Well, and maybe to get over the hump, we needed to play a team as low, if you will, as Georgia was.
Well, they were top 25 a week ago.
You know what? Well, a week ago. Right now they were. So we were able to beat them. We got it at home like we were supposed to. So we squeaked it out. That may be just the siphon that you need to get the rest of the game.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Josh, going back to Carter Knox, he was 11 of 13 from the free throw line. Now, again, that's what we're talking about. When somebody goes down, Roger, who's going to step up and play good ball? Nelly did not shoot it just, again, I don't know what the deal is. Where's the guy that was, had 18 points a game last year for FAU, but everybody contributed a little bit, everybody.
Right.
I was looking at the guys who, we were 29 of 34 from free throws. Wagner, Brazil, Richmond, Visic, all of those guys were 2 for 2 from the line, and that adds up. And they missed 9 free throws last night.
Yeah.
Georgia helped us out a little bit, but we needed a break.
To your point, guys, stepping up, Brazil played 4 minutes the second half. He was in foul trouble, but he came in, he hit a 3, he grabbed 3 rebounds, and he went to the line and made a pair of free throws all in 4 minutes in the second half, so having an impact. And then I know people don't always love – I believe we have Joseph now, just letting you guys know.
Okay.
I know you guys the folks don't always love Jimmy Dykes, but I actually really like listening to him because I feel like I learn a lot as somebody who loves the game of basketball. And he mentioned, how Carter Knox in high school was this cutter and slasher, and sometimes you get guys like that who are really good athletes who come into college, but they're not good at the other part of cutting and slashing, which is making free throws, right? Because you're going to the rim, you're getting fouled.
Right.
He was nails last night. He was nails in the line, and then on your point about threes, they took so many last night because they were so open. The one encouraging thing for Arkansas was they generated a ton of open three-point shots. And I'm not saying they're going to shoot 45% next week, but darn, I don't think they're going to shoot 13 again. I don't think 3 for 23 is going to keep happening because they were so open.
We were 0 of 10 until Visic just that last one before halftime.
Yes.
We wound up 3 of 23, which is, for those that can't do the math, that's 13%. That's about as bad as you can be. Roger and I could probably hit 3 of 23.
Yeah. With those looks too.
What'd you say?
With those looks too.
I know, the open looks at Granny style.
Yeah, Granny style. That's what we'll do. And we'll call the backboard on them.
One final thing before Joe, guys, how the fight last night. They were... Did y'all see them with their hands on their knees, basically every dead ball from the 8-minute mark on?
Yeah.
Those kids, they were killing themselves to get that win last night.
Talk to me, Bubba.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. By the way, Josh had his postgame show that ended about midnight last night. If you want to be a sponsor of the Razorback postgame show, call our sales staff and find out the scoop. By the way, too, it did say time leading in the stat box, 29 seconds, but I'm like, we discussed this earlier, I don't know how that could be. It could be because Thero's free throw put him ahead, and that was only with 3 seconds left, right, or 1.8 or 2.
I think they took a momentary lead elsewhere in the game.
There must have been. I don't remember when. Let's welcome in Big Joe there, Josh.
They call him Big Joe from Slater Mo. He is a 7-foot man, muscle and meat. One of the leading scorers in Razorback history, Big Joe led the Hogs to an amazing 75% winning percentage, including a historic win against number 1 Michael Jordan and North Carolina. He captured Olympic gold, then added an NBA world title with MJ and the Chicago Bulls. Big Joe actually played with as many NBA teams as Tom Brady won Super Bowls. But who's counting? Yeah. He loves Westerns and worships Barry Manilow. Now representing Corky's Ribs and Barbecue, Joe Kleine.
Good morning, Big Joe. How are you today?
Los Angeles.
Listen, we gave Joe a break this morning where we didn't want him to. He misses it. He likes getting up and staying in Los Angeles with us every Thursday.
I can tell by his comment.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you this much. Nothing beats getting up over here at Oaklawn, sun coming up, and the Razorbacks win a conference game. So nice for Cal. You see the relief in his face last night, and those players finally get the win.
Yeah, I mean, really, really happy for him. It's a brutal league, man. I mean, I was watching Ole Miss and Texas A&M at the same time, and Ole Miss leads the whole game, and Texas A&M kind of like, Arkansas just hung around and got back in the game and hits a 3 late, and game's over. And so, I mean, I think what you saw last night was, moving forward, this is how Arkansas has to be. I mean, they have to be, they have to be like Ole Miss and Texas A&M, just fight you and grab you and beat you on the boards and get to the free throw line, and and they'll shoot the ball better. I mean, they couldn't have shot it much worse. But,
no,
I mean,
you can't. Yes.
But I mean, again, that's they didn't let the game get away from them, and that's what's happened at Missouri and all their other losses. The game, when they're not hitting shots, the lead grows instead of shrinks, and then they can't get back in the game. And last night it was starting to get away from them there in the first half, and they battled back, and then they just kept it around 10, most of the second half, and then they made a little run and got it done. So,
well, Joe,
good for them.
The thing we were talking yesterday, and I heard you with Justin Akery on the Zone. We were just talking about, okay, so Flan goes down. Who's going to step up? Who's going to get the playing time? Who's going to contribute? And sometimes that can spark a team. They got good enough players that can come in and make a difference. Flan wasn't playing just as great a basketball in conference play as he was non-conference play. And we talked about Carter Knox, who ends up having, 34 minutes. And he goes 11 of 13 from the free throw line. And that's the kind of thing you got to have. Different players stepping up at the right time. Maybe you hadn't gotten playing time as much before, but coming through when needed.
Yeah, I mean, there was an opportunity given. I mean, you lose Flan, but, I mean, if you're a coach, you're sitting there and you're going, well, you guys are always bitching about not playing, you're going to get to play now, and you're going to get your chance. So, that's why you stay ready. That's why you put in the extra time running and shooting and doing that, because your next man up mentality. And again, his Carter Knox is a good player. He's not as polished yet as he probably will be in the future, but from a physical standpoint, he's a SEC player from a physical standpoint. He's got to polish his game and get better with his decision making and shooting and things like that, and gain some confidence. But no, there's no doubt he's an SEC athlete for sure.
The other thing, Joe, that for the first time in a conference game, the Razorbacks win the rebounding margin. I think they out-rebounded Georgia by 10, and that was something we hadn't seen. And finally, again, a lot of that sometimes is effort, and so it's nice to see that they get the check in that box for the Razorbacks last night.
Yeah, man. I mean, this stuff is we've talked about it. Everybody that comes around is that they had to play tougher. But not that they weren't playing tough, but they had to play tougher. And again, they had to play tougher the whole game. I mean, they played, Tennessee, was kind of that was a blowout. But I think their other 4 games, they played really, really tough, except they would have these spurts, not spurts, but lulls in the game, 5 to 10 minutes in each game where, like we talked earlier, teams would get away from them. And they weren't rebounding the ball. They weren't getting stops defensively and things like that. And, they eliminated that pretty much last night. There was a little bit in the first half where I think everybody was sitting there going, oh, no, here we go. But they hung around. They got tough, and they got down in there and got after it and hung around in the game. And, if you're not tough in the SEC, man, good luck with that. And I think, hopefully they saw a recipe tonight of how they got to play and what they got to do moving forward. This has got to be the makeup of their team. They've got to win or be even in rebounding. They've got to win or be even in free throw attempts. The turnovers can't be. They only had 10 turnovers last night, which is a great number, especially when your point guard's not there anymore. So they got to be even or win those areas, and then hopefully knock down a few more shots, and I think they can hang around and be in games the rest of the way.
Visiting with Joe Kleine, brought to you by Corky's. Check out both locations. A lot of great specials. As always, Joe, I appreciate you being with us every Thursday. A couple of things I heard that Coach Cal had said, Jimmy Dykes was talking about, that Cal had told Nellie Davis. By the way, good morning, Justin Moore. JM joins us. Good morning, JM.
Good morning, guys. How are y'all?
He was doing good. He was saying, we want you to shoot threes, man. When you have the chance, shoot a three. Well, he's 1 of 10 last night from the three-point line. But that guy just cannot get it going as of now. But anyway, I just thought that was funny that he said, listen, when you get a chance, take it. But again, we wind up 3 of 23.
Isn't that a song?
What's that?
The one he made was probably the hardest one of all of them. Over there in the corner in front of the bench, it was a step back three with a guy in his face.
Yeah.
The other ones, again, I've said this before. When I watch him and he shoots the ball, I can't think of one time where I've said, man, that's a bad shot.
Yeah.
And man, that does, and I haven't said one time where I've sat there and said, man, it doesn't look good. I mean, it's straight on line. His shot hits the back of the rim more, straight on back of the rim more than anybody. And if you're shooting, that's the way you want to miss. Straight back of the rim where the ball comes right back to you. That tells you that you're really, really close. I mean, if you're shooting in drills and stuff, you would go, man, that's a good miss.
Right.
Straight back of the rim, straight back of the rim. And every one of his shots seems like it's straight and hits the back of the rim. And it's just like, I can't sit there and, again, I haven't said one time this year, man, that's a terrible shot, or he's a terrible shooter. I just, you just gotta sit there and think at some point, man, they're gonna fall. But to this point, they haven't.
One other thing, too, what a beast that Theo is last night. 17 points, 11 rebounds. JM, you were saying at the very end there, if you want him with the ball somewhere around the basket, at the end for a chance to win it. But man, he's a dominating physical specimen, and he came up big last night again, double for the Hogs.
Yeah, Joe, I don't know if you remember the play, but I think it should be his goal every time he gets it. He catches it on the left wing, drives it hard, jump stop. At the SEC logo in the lane and goes off 2 feet. That should be his goal, to get to that spot every time he catches the ball, in my opinion.
No doubt. He and Knox are I mean, they're similar. I mean, I think Thero's a little better athlete. Knox is a little better shooter, but I think both of them need to try to get 10 free throws a game, both of them. I mean, they need to drive that thing in there. I don't think anybody can really stay in front of them, and then they have the physique and the power and the physicality when they get in there. They can make shots or get fouled or be strong. And I agree with you. I mean, when I see Theo or Knox look to shoot the three first instead of driving it, I'm not a fan of that at all.
We were talking about earlier, Justin, about Knox stepping up, Carter Knox last night, 34 minutes, and ends up going 11 from 13 from the free throw. But then how about this, Bazzel? So Bazzel, Josh, as you mentioned earlier, only plays, 11 minutes.
Four in the second half.
Yeah, he's 2 of 3 from the floor. He knocks down a 3, 2 of 2 from free throws. He gets 3 rebounds. And so, Joe, that's the kind of productivity when you get in there. You may only get 11 minutes, but I love seeing Bazzel and the way he's contributing to the team.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I'll be completely honest, and I even said it on our text thread last night. I don't understand him playing 4 minutes in the second half. I trust him on the floor more than the other two bigs personally, and it plays harder. He's more athletic. Big Z, God love him. I felt like he struggled tremendously last night trying to defend. I mean, he's too slow on his feet or something. It's mind-boggling how he gets scored on so many times, and he's not great in helping at the rim, in my opinion, not like Bazzel. So I kept screaming at the TV last night, why do we have it put Bazzel back in? What are we doing? It worked out, but there's got to be a reason, but I certainly don't see why. And that's not a knock against the kid. I just think he needs to get a little more athletic or a little more assertive or something.
He's got to get stronger. I mean, he's not going to be an athletic, lockdown, flying around athletic guy. But his thing is he's got to get, especially in his lower body and stuff, he's got to get stronger to where he can hold his ground and he can be a presence at the rim, that you can throw the ball in there and when he goes up to shoot, he has a good base. He doesn't get off balance and miss little bitty shots because he's off balance and he plays too straight up and down. He's got to get to where he bends a little bit more and play with some power. But, again, Bazzel, that's what he's got to do. I mean, he got 4 fouls. He got in foul trouble. But, he was active, and he wasn't standing around, spotting up to shoot the three. I mean, he was sticking his nose in there. He got 3 offensive rebounds. I mean, he was very, very productive. And, again, he would have had to foul out for me. I mean, I would have played him until he didn't have any more.
Okay, I was going to ask you if I was crazy or way off, or if you agreed with any of what I said.
No, I liked how he played last night. I mean, I wish he wouldn't have got in foul trouble, but again, he was playing good, and he would have had to foul out for me not to play him anymore.
Yeah. Joe, by the way, too, one other thing, second chance points, 33 last night, which was a season high. Again, all the things that we struggled doing, in conference play, it seemed like we came through last night. And we were down 12 points at half, so it was nice to see a gutsy performance where we finally get the win. There was obviously relief on Cal's face. Nice to see him do a press conference where, he's not trying to explain something and just saying positive things. And you got Oklahoma team, Joe, that's a beatable team. Really be nice to get another win this Saturday at the Bud.
Well, it's the same, what's the saying? SSDD. It's the same. Different day.
Yeah, correct. Right.
Oklahoma comes in. They've lost to A&M by 2. They lost to Texas by 4. They lost to Georgia by 10. Alabama drubbed them, but they had A&M down 18 at their place in the second half and lost by 2, and so it's the same. Here we go again. I mean, you better. Yeah. They are a Porter Moser team. They're gonna guard you. They're gonna be physical with you. They're gonna attack you. They're gonna come in here hungry for a win, needing a win, and thinking they can get a win. And you better rebound. You better get to the free throw line, and and your ass better not turn the ball over. And if you do those things, you're gonna have a chance. If you revert back to what you've done from a physicality standpoint stuff, you're gonna get thumped. And so again, you do those things that they did last night, and they'll have a chance. It'll be a tight game, and they'll have a chance, at the end. And hopefully being at Bud Walton will be the thing that puts them over the top.
Joe, plug your 2 Corky's restaurants. What's happening today and this weekend at Corky's?
No, we're just up and running, man. We're, we got our lunch specials for $10, 7 or 8, salads, tenders, burgers, wraps, whole bunch of items on there that are $10. You get a drink and fries with that, and then we have our catering. People are starting to, since the weather's warming up into the 40s, people are starting to get out and.
Yes. Yep.
It's becoming balmy. Yeah. It's becoming balmy outside. People are starting to want to get out and eat outside and everything. But no, our catering and stuff, and our private party rooms and our deliveries. I mean, they're just it's a great product. Very affordable, we'll bring it to you, or we'll cook it on site, or you can come in and have a party in one of our rooms. But it's a great value and a good menu and a great value.
I'm thinking about boys. I'm thinking about going with Buffalo against your Chiefs. Joe, are you feeling confident or are you worried?
No, I'm worried, man. No, we are up against it.
It's good.
We're in for a ball game, and if we play good, but I mean it's going to be a game of like that they all are. Missed field goal, mistake, turnover, fumble, a punt return or something. I mean, you gotta be, you can't have that stuff and beat a team like Buffalo. So, we'll see. It's gonna be a hard task. They're really good, and I worry about our offensive line against them. I mean, we've been having trouble all year protecting them, and they're gonna bring the heat like they did against Lamar. So hopefully we can get them hit some big plays while they're blitzing and not let Josh Allen absolutely destroy us. But
it's gonna feel like that game's gonna feel like
the
a Super
Final
Bowl
Four.
game.
Final Four in football. If you don't play good, you're not winning. Whoever you're playing is a damn good team. So we better bring it.
Joe, have a great weekend, buddy.
All right, guys. See you
Thanks,
guys.
buddy. See you, man. All right, we'll take a break. Roger, I'm going to go out there and check out the track. The sun is up. I should be out there warming up. Or what do they call it? What do they call it? There's
Dawn at Oaklawn.
No, but the horses, they're training. They're doing their training around 7 o'clock. I think it's training. I think the word is training. I think it's training.
Yes. But there's an industry term.
We'll come back, also visit with Wayne Smith. Justin, there's nothing that beats waking up doing this show coming off a win, a Razorback win, especially when you've lost 5 in a row in conference play. So
it makes it a little bit easier. I'm sure it was a little easier on Josh last night too.
That's correct. That is.
Josh. I think Justin. I think I hung with him about halfway through at 12:15, and I conked out. So it was one of the late night editions of the post game show with the Josh.
Yeah.
So do not go away. It is 7:30 here live at Oaklawn.
It's your Razor Hog update on Out of Bounds, giving you updates from the hill. Presented by Bradford Marine and ATV, now carrying the 1650 Duck Boat, featuring a heavy-duty built timber hull.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas basketball is on the board in SEC play. A 68-65 victory for the Hogs last night over the Georgia Bulldogs puts them at 1-5 in the SEC and 12-7 overall. The Hogs led for a total of 29 seconds of the game. They had a rough day shooting, which was expected after the loss of Boogie Flam. They shot 31% from the floor. They were 3 for 23 from deep, but they were 85% from the line, 29 of 34. Adu Thera led the way with 17 points and 11 boards. Also, Carter Knox chipped in 13 points and 6 rebounds. He was 11 of 13 from the free throw line. Also in the SEC last night, number 5, Florida beat South Carolina 70-69, and Texas A&M tops Ole Miss 63-62. The Hogs are back in action on Saturday night when they take on the Oklahoma Sooners at 7:30. You can catch it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors with The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
We are slowly warming up for this Thursday with highs today into the upper 40s and mostly sunny conditions. We'll have mostly clear conditions going into tonight as well. Lows into the lower 20s, another cold night. Highs for your Friday into the mid 40s, mostly sunny conditions. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Christopher Pipkin.
Fletcher Bensky Furs half-price clearance sale going on now. The entire inventory 50% off. Biggest sale ever. Nothing held back. Come see us on Rodney Parham Road.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and Light Maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Hey everyone, it's David Bazzel for Fletcher Binsky Furs. It's Fletcher Binsky's winter clearance sale. Everything in the store is half price. Mink, fox, cashmere, all 50% off. Coats, ponchos, vests, wraps, capes, headbands, hats, gloves, and accessories. All of those 50% off. Everything in the entire store. All of it is 50% off. Some items up to 70% off. There's nothing warmer than a fur coat on a cold day. Shop Fletcher Binsky's winter clearance sale and save 50% on any fur coat in stock. Hurry in for the best selection. Sales prices limited to inventory on hand, so don't wait. If you've ever wanted a fur coat or accessory, now is the time to buy. You'll never see prices this low on quality furs and accessories. Fletcher Binsky Furs has been Arkansas's furrier for over 40 years, and this is the biggest winter clearance sale in their history. Everything is 50% off. So guys, this is a great opportunity to get the woman in your life a really special gift. Don't miss Fletcher Binsky's winter clearance sale going on now at Fletcher Binsky Furs on Rodney Parham Road and Merrill Drive.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Roger Scott for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union in Benton. Just give me 30 seconds, please. The end of the year auto loan special at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union ends January 31st, so don't miss out. Rates as low as 2.025%, 84 months financing, and no payments for 90 days. Offer valid on 23, 24, and 25 models. Apply today at AlcoaCommunityFCU.org. Serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties. Thank you. 2930.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They said it's the second largest deficit in this building to come back and win. In the history, this building's 35 years old. Think about that. Everyone here helped us. Did anybody hurt us? No. That's how this is going to be. Every guy's got to come in here with an idea that they're going to help us. Let's write a ridiculous story. We just had to win one. Free throw, M1. I have been blessed. So what I'm going through is going to make me a better coach. What you're going through is going to make you a better player. We're going to do this. I'm telling you. If I got to drag you over hot coals, you just keep us in the game and let me drag you over the finish line.
He's pumped. He is.
He's excited. He's happy. That's a happy man.
Man, listen, he's not used to, again, first time since he was head coach at UMass his first year that they were 0-5 to start the conference season. Morning Mayhem is fully assembled. I'm David Bazzel. That's Roger Scott. Justin Moore out there at Moore Mountain. Josh Neighbors back producing. And Wayne Smith, the GM of Oaklawn, joins us. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, guys.
Great to see you.
How we doing?
We're doing great. Love the snazzy Oaklawn jacket you got there. You can see that.
You got to know somebody.
You do. Yes, you do.
Well, speaking of getting things, you've got the big bobblehead, not bubble, but bobblehead giveaway.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. The bobblehead.
Mystic Dan.
Mystic Dan. It's a beautiful.
First come, first serve. You have about what, 5,000 or 10,000 of them?
Well, we got a few.
You got a few.
We got a few. Yeah. First come, first serve.
You get a voucher, and then the fourth race. After the fourth race, you go get it. Turn that voucher in for the bobblehead.
You are correct.
And then the other thing, you give away $100,000 in increments of 5.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, by the way. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
we got a promotion in the casino as well.
Yeah.
In the drum. So we're excited. We're excited for the weekend.
Yeah, we were talking about the weather. JM, of course, JM Monday was in D.C. for the inauguration, and normally you obviously racing on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Couldn't do it because of the weather, so you're able to move that racing to here today.
Correct.
Still a little cold out there, but you'll be able to get it in at least today.
That's our hope.
Yeah.
It'll be the mid-40s, so we should be able to get everything rolling.
And this was a year ago, obviously the Southwest Stakes, where we saw Mystic Dan for the first time. Exactly. I was asking Nancy earlier today, did anybody think when you saw Mystic Dan win that race, that horse has a chance to win a Triple Crown race this year?
Yes, we all did. But he looked really good that day. When he came in from the Southwest, really looked good.
Won by 6 lengths,
That's right. Arkansas Derby came in third. So just it was meant to be, and it was just a heck of a time.
Heck of a run, absolutely last year.
We have to, we've been giving you credit for all the great shows you're booking at the event center. Since we last talked to you, Clint Black officially got it on. I was coming in.
I think Sarah Evans,
right? Jay Leno.
We actually we have one that we have confirmed. I'll give you a little deal. Now it's an 80s rock band.
Okay. All right. Now you got the Pink Floyd
Floyd Nation. No, Floyd Nation.
Nation.
Now that is going to be a cool one.
Yeah,
because if you're a Pink Floyd fan like myself and Wish You Were Here, although Dark Side of the Moon and all that stuff, those were good albums. But Wish You Were Here was a good album. Yeah. So that's what they're going to focus on. It's going to be amazing.
Okay. So we would know the 80s band.
Yeah, sure. I think so.
We would. Okay. Original members, everybody alive.
I think the main guy is there.
It's still there. Okay.
Yeah, I think the main guy is there.
Okay.
And I don't think you were there, but we got to give credit. Speaking of music, our man Justin Moore gave Roger the chance to come up Saturday night.
Yes.
I don't know if you had a chance to see the clip or not.
I did. It was an amazing time. Justin Moore is the man.
To share that on stage with me. Yeah. Now you stop. He's right. And that's why the next time we do it, I would love to do it here at the event center.
But I did tell you though, you're going national, Raj.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Justin just put you on the map.
He did. Yes.
We're all trying. We're all using what we got in our little bag of tricks to try to, like Cal just said, to pull you over the finish line.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's good.
And I will tell you,
that's good.
I'll be wearing I'll have Oaklawn on my sleeve.
You know what? You go national, baby. You got an Oaklawn jacket.
And speaking of national, I don't know if we mentioned it earlier in the show, but the Broyles Award is coming here February 13th, and one of the finalists just became a defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I hope he comes.
Al Golden, who was obviously at Notre Dame and had done a good job last night. I spent about 3 to 4 hours sending all the voters sort of a capsule, reminder of what these guys have done. And I'll tell you, you look at what, the guy at Indiana did, the defensive coordinator there, and then you look at the offensive coordinator for Arizona, what they've done. Those were the two big stories. But look at what Al Golden did the last couple of years at Notre Dame. Yeah. I mean, all of them are really good. But anyway, it just goes to show you, and we've talked about nationally, you got Dan Quinn. Look what Dan Quinn has done at Washington. He was a Broyles Award finalist. He came to Little Rock. Cliff Kingsbury.
They were finalists the same year.
That same year, stood beside each other and had no idea that they'd be coaching on the same staff. And so anyway, that's the kind of folks that we get coming to Oaklawn. Desmond Howard, Mark May. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, look, I'm excited about it being here. We will, Wayne, I'm going to throw it out there right now. We will postpone trivia that night.
Thank you.
All is well, so that I can attend this big event down there.
We have to.
Yeah,
we have to.
Please.
It's unfortunate, but we have to do it.
Things happen.
If Baz would have thought a little bit further out, we probably could have done it Wednesday or Friday night.
Could have. You know what?
Sorry.
7 days.
And then
that's right. But we'll do it. We'll take it.
Of course, one of your big guys at trivia, Steve Qualls here. He's part of the Broyles Award team now.
That's right.
He's doing all the apparel and stuff like that.
So we'll all be there for this big event. It's going to be such a wonderful deal, and I just still can't wrap my head around the fact that it's a nighttime event.
It is.
That's
Isn't
the
it amazing?
thing. It really is. It's going. I think that adds a little bit of excitement to it for somebody because you got all day to get ready, get prepared, and see all the pomp and circumstances.
And I'll tell you, we're actually getting. With Molly and the team and Baz and Jeff and so forth and Betsy, it's been amazing to actually get this thing planned.
Yeah.
And I know it's a first for everything, right? So we're going to do barn tours for the coaches if they want to go on the backside. We're going to be able to see racing on Friday and Saturday if they want to stick around. There's the spa, right there, our luxury spa.
Coaches' wives are going to love that. No, but Wayne has been absolutely a godsend. Awesome. One of the biggest things what he's done for the award. We've gone 28 years now, and what he's done for the future of the award is so huge. Can't say thanks enough.
Absolutely.
Speaking of, I think it's been a great year, Justin. We were talking about it. I think this has been one of the best years in terms of, you got the college football expansion of the playoffs, which has turned out pretty good. It wasn't perfect, but it made compelling games every weekend up to now.
So,
great. And then even though the national championship was off 2 or 3 million, and then the NFL, I think the NFL's been fun this year. A lot of different storylines. You got 2 great games this weekend. You can come here and watch racing. You can come to the sport.
We got one real good game.
Well, listen.
Because I really hope that neither the Redskins or the Eagles go to the the Super Bowl.
I know you're not happy about that.
I don't care if either one. I hope something happens. I hope they just make a tie. They can't do it. They can't. Whatever happens, because I just can't see those two teams in a Super Bowl. Either one of them.
Don't want it.
Can't have it.
Who do you think wins Philadelphia Eagles? Philadelphia and Washington.
Well, I will tell you
out.
that Daniels is something special.
I know.
He really has, and the way that Kingsbury has really set him up for success, and the team more importantly. But look, Dan Quinn was the one that allowed the Patriots to come back and down 48 points in the second half. So just saying.
Yeah.
But I love Saquon Barkley. I mean, the guy
How can you not?
The guy. I mean, as much as he's been a rival for us, but he's just so special.
Who do you have? The line, the Oaklawn Sports line, I believe, is 6th.
Yeah.
The Eagles are favored. Who you
Listen, Josh, no disrespect, buddy, but I just think the Eagles are strong. Now, that may help you. I just think the Eagles are that good.
They are.
Whenever they've gotten to this point, they've been really good here.
But who saw what the Commanders have done, which is NFL record to win 12 more games than they did the year before.
It's amazing. It's an amazing story.
Justin, who do you got?
Cowboy fans.
Eagles or Commanders?
I'm going to go probably the Eagles. I would say. I just think I like Raj. I think they're just a little bit better team. I like the experience that Hurts has in that position. But I mean, how impressive has Washington been? I mean, kind of. I don't know. Maybe I haven't paid too much attention, but kind of out of nowhere is what it feels like to me. But maybe they were really good all year. But and then the other I like the Bills finally to pull up off that upset. I think so too. I hope so. How many years in a row have they? I mean, it's such a Bills thing. It's like back in the 90s when they lost 4 in a row in the Super Bowl. They've got this one team that just keeps beating them in the most important games. Right. So maybe I'm pulling for the Bills, I should say. But I don't know. I think they get it done this year.
I just want to let it be known that around 6:00 on Sunday, Jaden Daniels has booked the Commanders' trip to the Super Bowl. I'm going to be mostly happy because we have done it in Philadelphia. There's no other team.
I didn't even know you were a Washington fan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that.
And here's the thing for me this year is
I'm pulling for you.
Yeah, they asked me about some 80s Super Bowl player, and I'm like, I didn't watch that. I was not alive for that. All right.
Listen, we've got an 80s band coming here.
That is true. Well, that's not necessarily my cross-section here.
Okay.
The only game I really care about, like beating the other team, is Philadelphia. I hate Philadelphia more than any other place in America, and I want to win that game badly.
Yeah, you know what? Because as a Skins fan here lately, you haven't had to worry about the Cowboys. So yes, we all can't stand the Eagles.
Well, Josh is the only one amongst us who picked Washington last week.
Sure.
Obviously as one of the official pickers of the Oaklawn Sports app, which I'm very proud to do. I followed Washington, and of course, I was I remember Justin when we were debating Jaden Daniels at LSU. I've always felt he was a pretty good quarterback, got better and better. He's a unique player. He's got special skills, and he sees the game a lot better than a rookie normally does.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past him, but I would go with the Eagles at home. Although Washington beat the Eagles at home the second time they played.
They sure did. They got a lot of confidence going in.
But two great games. And listen, I said last year I would never bet against Mahomes. I said not going to do it again.
Don't do it. I'm telling you, do not do it. It is.
I know. I just feel like I'm like Justin. I feel like this is the year. I think this is the year that they could get. Nobody's ever won 3 straight Super Bowls. So I'm going to tell you, Kansas City's either losing this weekend or they're losing the Super Bowl.
I've got Kansas City fatigue too.
I'm telling you, the phantom pass interference call is coming in the fourth quarter. That's going to help. I'm telling you, every game there's something coming.
True.
Wayne, what do you think? Is that music playing?
Yes.
What do you think about the Cowboys? What do you think about the Cowboys? Who are you looking for? You saw Brian Schottenheimer's name in the paper today. What about Dion?
No.
Can we just go for it?
I mean, look, let's just go for
it.
That's what I say.
What the hell?
That's what I say.
30 years of pain.
30 years of pain.
So let's go. I don't know if in my lifetime I'll ever see the Cowboys do anything again, unless Jerry Jones goes away. I mean, I really can't.
Let's just do it.
Think how much fun it's going to be watching that circuits with Dion, and they might can win. They can't.
The Cowboys somehow are $8 billion, the biggest sports franchise in the world, and Dion will give them another $2 billion.
And how do you propel a guy on the team that has been on the team for this long and has not? Now I know you might have a diamond in the rough that you haven't picked off, or you got that second stringer that you didn't know had it in him. Now that he's got the game, now that he's in the game, but let's just move. Let's get Dion and let
please
him go
don't ruin my day right now. I mean, this is just talking about the Cowboys.
I know.
I've moved on to the Yankees.
The sun has come up on the track here at Oaklawn. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Racing today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll visit more with Wayne Smith. Don't go away. 7:47 live at Oaklawn.
Walk all night, buy 5 acres and a farmhouse and paint it bright white.
Hey folks, Roger Scott here with some fantastic news from Lions Drug. Are you looking for an affordable solution to improve your quality of life? Well, listen up, because Lions Drug has got you covered. Lions Drug is now offering FDA-approved generic Cialis. It's known as Tadalafil. And the best part? You can save up to 80% on all strengths of Tadalafil. You heard that right. Up to 80% savings on the same trusted medication. Whether you need a lower dose or the full strength, Lions Drug has got it all at unbeatable prices. Imagine the convenience and savings when you switch to Tadalafil from Lions Drug. So why wait? Head over to Lions Drug today and take advantage of these incredible savings. You deserve the best, and Lions Drug is here to deliver. Visit Lions Drug online at lionsdrug.com or give them a call at 844-676-2247 or stop by in person and learn more. Remember, that's up to 80% off all strengths of Tadalafil only at Lions Drug. Lions Drug, where great service and amazing savings are just a prescription away.
Hello, this is Justin Acree. If foot or ankle pain is slowing you down, it's time to visit the experts at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Doctors Martin, Matthews, and Parham provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for foot and ankle issues. From common problems to more serious conditions, they're here to get you back on your feet, literally. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
If there's anything green in your yard right now, it's probably a weed, and you need to do something about it. Weed control and fertilization service from Sanders Ground Essentials is easier and less expensive than doing nothing or trying to do it yourself. I did that one time and almost killed my yard. Sanders Ground Essentials saves you time and money and makes your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Don't wait. Do it now. Call Sanders Ground Essentials and get started with Sanders Ground Essentials Weed Control Program. Servicing all of Central Arkansas, including Benton and Bryant, on the web at sandersground.com. Let's get growing.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This is Justin Acree from my friends at CertaPro Painters. Thinking about a renovation? Start simple. Painting is the easiest way to transform your home and breathe new life into your space. At CertaPro Painters, we make it easy with free estimates, reliable communication, and professional results every single time. Call your neighborhood CertaPro Painters and ask about their color consultation services. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate today at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin in Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavaca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, it is 7:52 on this Thursday, January 23rd. Horse racing today at Oaklawn. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as Wayne mentioned earlier, you got the bobblehead giveaway Saturday, first come, first serve.
That's right.
Giving away $100,000. You can still register on Saturday, too, today and Saturday. Casino side, racing side as well.
Yep.
And also, too, Bad Habit. We're talking about a band playing Friday and Saturday night here at Oaklawn in Pop's Lounge.
Yep.
We're going to have them on the show next week, and so great young guys. And anyway, you can watch them play Friday and Saturday night
you
here
can
at
do
Oaklawn.
that, then you can come back on Wednesday.
Cliff and
Alex,
Susan, don't forget
Cliff
That's right.
and Susan. And then next Wednesday, Alex Ortiz is the headliner of Pop's Lounge Comedy. We'll get that started at 7 o'clock. That's going to be fun. The fun has really been ramping up the last several months at Pop's Lounge as we've come into our own over there with the comedy. Next month, we'll do February and March, 2 nights a month.
Very
for
nice.
Pop's Lounge Comedy, but
I like it.
Yeah. But Oaklawn and Looney been teaming up in great comedy, man.
Yeah, I like having another place here, a place in Hot Springs where people can come hear comedy.
A destination every night of the week is the goal.
I mean, you hear it every morning with Roger, but still,
That's right.
having it.
I'm going to throw this one real quickly before you give us the name of the band.
Yeah.
Name me the first, and Justin, you can jump in here too. Name me the first Heisman Trophy winner to be elected into the NFL Football Hall of Fame.
I thought you were going to say to Congress.
On this day in 1985.
First Hall of Famer to go to the
first Heisman Trophy winner
1985
to be elected to go to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I got to guess.
85 seems late.
I got to guess.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown is incorrect.
I got one.
Roger, go.
Staubach
is almost correct. He was there in the same class, but he didn't go in first because his initials. Because of his initials, he wasn't officially
the first
OJ?
He wasn't the first. What did you say, Justin?
OJ?
No, hold on.
OJ, did you say OJ?
Yeah.
OJ's correct. OJ became the first Heisman Trophy winner to go in, but the only reason is because the juice that's right. His initials go in before Ron.
S.I.
Yeah.
How about that?
Versus S.T.
That's a great
crazy.
trivia question, too.
It is.
All right, Wayne, tell us who the band is that we're bringing. This is official release right now.
Actually, be interesting to use that on the show tonight.
Absolutely.
To use it on in your trivia because see how many people are listening.
Okay,
That's exactly right. That'll be a bonus.
Right. Although Steve Qualls is going to get it because they win all the time.
The name of the band that's coming?
So it looks April 5th.
Okay.
Dawkin.
In my dreams, it's still the same. Your love is strong, it still remains.
I didn't recognize the band for this song. Would they be considered a hair band or not?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin, do you recognize it?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't recognize the name, but I recognize that song.
Tommy, let's just keep trying a few songs.
It's called. And
so I got to give all the credit to John Dale. All the credit to John Dale. He's a big fan of theirs, and so we're bringing him, and it's going to be it's nice that what I'm liking is, I've always said that I've always tried to do diversity in our artists, and not just stick to one genre or another.
Yeah,
really get out there to try to get fit because there's so many rock fans, right? So try to get rock, try to get country, try to get R&B, that kind of stuff.
Did you had Motley Crue here?
No.
Who was the rocker you had here? That's been here twice. Did you become buddies with? What band's he with?
No, it was Poison.
Poison. What's his name?
Bret Michaels.
Yeah,
you've had him. Yeah, you have him twice, right?
He may be coming for a third time.
He's an Oaklawn regular, man.
He loves it here, and he's a great guy. Great guy.
Listen, you've had some fantastic acts, and I even think about rest in peace, Bob Newhart. I mean, he was here.
And get Jay Leno coming up.
Jay Leno's coming. You've had so even in the comedy acts and even in the entertainment, you've had even before the big event center opened.
I'll tell you, it was really cool, and he was the last of the the Jeff Foxworthy group, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Was Larry the Cable Guy?
Everybody said he was hilarious. Yeah,
he was awesome.
Pittman, Coach Pittman was talking about Saturday night.
We got to meet him backstage.
He's a big Nebraska supporter too.
He sure is.
Yeah,
Sure is.
That's good stuff.
Funny, there was a list of the 10, Justin, we've been holding this until you got back on the show, the 10 best country singers of all time. And this was 9,000 votes were cast.
Ooh.
Now listen, I don't believe I love her, and I'd like to come see her when she's here. Sarah Evans is somehow in this top 10. She is.
What?
Let's
go.
Top 10 country singers of all time?
Yes.
Sarah Evans?
Nothing against Sarah, but that's not even.
Wayne loves hearing that. He's like that.
Wait, this was it. Wayne loves it. Give me that poll.
We still have a few more tickets left.
Okay.
So get in so you can see the top 10.
Yes.
Is she
Number
top
6?
10 women or top 10?
No, top 10 of all time.
Wow.
That
doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
it's not.
If you told me Justin was in that list,
it's just not.
Yes. Wayne, thanks so much, buddy. Have a great week.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, buddy.
Top 10 best legs in country music, maybe, of all time.
Very nice. All right.
Easy. It's a family show.
Yeah. Don't go away. 8 o'clock here live.
Since
from
when?
Sometimes I get a little feeling, I get a feeling that I never happy. I get a good feeling.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The Payroll Company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Arkansas is special. Our people are honest and hardworking. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm is pure Arkansas. We were raised here, we live here, and we're straight shooters. Unfortunately, out-of-state lawyers who care nothing about Arkansas are advertising for your legal business. They don't understand that you don't hand Arkansans a pile of cow dung and try to tell us it's a rose. Don't be just a number. Call the Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
It's Coach Kevin Kelly, Wednesdays on The Zone, presented by the Little Rock Athletic Club and Racquet Club. Join now and save 30% off the joining fees. LRAC.com.
Don't get sidetracked.
That man is playing Gallagher.
We'll keep you on course.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
103.7 The Buzz.
We are slowly warming up for this Thursday with highs today into the upper 40s and mostly sunny conditions. We'll have mostly clear conditions going into tonight as well. Lows into the lower 20s, another cold night. Highs for your Friday into the mid 40s, mostly sunny conditions. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Christopher Pipkin.
The Lazy Boy Inventory Overstock Sale is here with up to 50% off store-wide. Visit Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor in Shackelford Galleries today. Long live the lazy.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
We are slowly warming up for this Thursday with highs today into the upper 40s and mostly sunny conditions. We'll have mostly clear conditions going into tonight as well. Lows into the lower 20s, another cold night. Highs for your Friday into the mid 40s, mostly sunny conditions. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Christopher Pipkin.
Fletcher Binsky Furs half-price clearance sale going on now. The entire inventory 50% off. Biggest sale ever. Nothing held back. Come see us on Rodney Parham Road.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback Baseball color analyst and Drop Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer every Tuesday morning on Morning Mayhem. Rick will share his special take on Razorback sports with the guys each week. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people, the only stop you'll ever have to make for your family's groceries.
Hey folks, this is David Bazzel for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at SimmonsBank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others and make Simmons Bank your bank. SimmonsBank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
Hey, Central Arkansas, start the new year off right and save at Lumber One in West Little Rock. Right now, we've got huge deals on shop essentials like 48-inch Maxlight linkable LED shop lights for only $18.99 each. Plus 27-gallon heavy-duty stackable totes for just $9.59 each. Plus, we've got everything you need to be winter ready, like the DeWalt 140K kerosene forced air heater. It can heat up to 3,000 square feet, and it's on sale for only $289.99. Don't wait. Shop Lumber One today.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my RR prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
The Bucks are back at the 35th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. January 24th through 26th at the State Fairgrounds. You could win a lifetime hunting license, a Remington rifle, or a $1,000 gift card from Hunter's Refuge. The Taka Hunting Gear Game and Fish Foundation free kids zone, including a trout pond, hoverball, Moana gym, and more. Hunters, bring your antlers for your chance to win a Can-Am Defender from Bradford Marine and ATV. Rattlesnakes, chainsaw carving, birds of prey, monster trucks, and the Big Buzz Chili Cook-Off. The Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. Tree stands, clothing, RVs, ATVs, UTVs, ammo, and more. Special appearance by Tim Wells, the Slock Master from Relentless Pursuit. It's a Hall of Fame event and an Arkansas tradition. January 24th through 26th at the State Fairgrounds. Sponsored by Reliance Bank, Arkansas's best Chevy dealers, Bradford Marine and ATV, Can-Am, Hunter's Refuge, Remington, Taka Hunting Gear, Outlaw Beer, and 1037 The Buzz. Visit BigBuckClassic.com and Facebook for more info.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and we have this special for all of you lovebirds. How about a romantic indulgent spa package, the 60-minute massage, and a lotion candle? That's our signature candles that the wax turns into lotion, all for $100. Plus, we have the Glow of Love, Forever Yours, and we also have memberships this year. Just go to AvaBellaDaySpa.com and choose what you like, order your gift card, and give it to your Valentine. Or come on in and get that complimentary candle. AvaBellaDaySpa.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Thursday on Out of Bounds, we're going to look back at the Arkansas-Georgia game. We'll recap it and look ahead to Saturday's game against Oklahoma. Plus, we'll get ready for the NFL playoffs, AFC and NFC championship game. And we're going to talk a little recruiting. Richard Davenport will join us with the very latest on Razorback recruiting, whether it's basketball or football. All that and a whole lot more coming up Thursday on Out of Bounds.
The man known for creating sports awards has finally earned his own. The entire Buzz team would like to congratulate our own David Bazzel on being named the Arkansas Sports Broadcaster of the Year by the National Sports Media Association.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and Light Maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Nobody's saying they don't appreciate what Jenny did.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If all I had to do was cut a hole in a bag, I could have cut it better than this.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
What about you, Robert? You see?
Here is David Bazzel, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Not too good.
It is 8:06 here on Morning Mayhem. I know we have the D3 officers text line we have to get to in just a second, Roger.
Yeah.
We're glad you're with us. Morning Mayhem has assembled. I'm David Bazzel. That's Roger Scott. We've got Justin Moore out in Poland.
Come here!
Josh Neighbors back in the studio after a late night of a post-game show that got through about 12:15 last night. Razorbacks do win, finally. First game in conference. See you, Wayne. It was nice to hear how relieved Coach Cal was. And, you can say what you want to about him. If you're a Razorback fan, you're hoping he gets the job done and gets this thing turned around. And even with the loss of Boogie Flan, we saw some hope last night. So that's a positive. 661-1037. There was something I want to say. One of the here we go. Someone says, is JM trying to get canceled? He literally just reduced Sarah Evans' musical career to a pair of legs. Top 10. I have no problem with what he said, but someone will.
I said she's got good legs. So.
Well, I'd like to point that texter to the last 2 days of the program.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's not how things go here.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We can. We listen.
Trust me, that is nothing compared to what's been said on this show over the years.
Yes.
And as recent as yesterday, like Josh said. So I mean.
I'm 100% agreement with you, Justin.
So, yes, and I wish to be honest with whoever that was. That's funny. I don't care anymore. To be honest,
That's right.
I think we're coming to the end of that whole deal.
Yeah.
So,
by the way,
and I won't go any further, but.
Before we get to Zach Gillum, this was a message that was shared yesterday. I didn't get a chance to get to it. It says, morning, Troy Braswell here. And, of course, Troy, as you know, is the circuit judge for Faulkner, Searcy, and Van Buren counties. He said, hey, Troy Braswell here in Conway. It was great. He was talking to me. Great seeing you after the concert. Justin's concert was my 13-year-old's first concert. He was blown away and loved it. We're huge fans, and I appreciate the heart and soul that Justin pours into these shows. Los Angeles, that's what he said. So there you go, Justin. I always never can hear enough of those kind of compliments. I love it when you hear about Justin. You get first time folks at your concerts who get a chance to see that for the first. They'll always remember my first concert I went to was so well said there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's always fun to hear, especially with kids. Now, when it's like a 40-year-old, I'm like, what have we? What you've been doing the last 19 years we've been doing this for a living. There was never one moment where you felt, I'd like to go see him. You know what I mean? But no, it's really cool, especially with kids. Like now in my meet and greets and stuff, you know, I'll have a 21-year-old or something, you know, they'll say, hey, you know, when I was 8, I was your first, you were my first concert, that kind of deal. So it's always kind of fun.
Yeah, it sure is. Zach Gillum joins us now. Zach, and I know you've got a recent promotion, but is your title still Director of Sports Wagering? Is that correct?
Executive Director of Wagering.
Okay, wow.
Little twist to it, but you know.
Yeah. With a little addendum too. Number one sports guy right here.
Yes, how about that? Yes.
Number one sports guy.
Yeah, we remember when he had much more hair and a bigger beard.
Well, he was 12.
Well,
you expect now look at him. He's grown.
I want to imagine we were saying, Zach, that I feel it's been one of the best years of football that I can recall, both NFL with the new storylines and some new faces and some new teams, and the extended playoff. This was one of the best years we've ever had, football-wise.
I agree with you. NFL especially. You have the Chiefs trying to three-peat. You have, you had Lamar, Allen, Burrow all competing and putting up MVP type seasons. The NFC was what looked like in the Lions' hands, and I mean, just stepped up and took it from them. Which can't be too shocking. Lions all year showed they could score points, but people can score on them. So it was a lot of fun. Obviously, I wish the SEC, I think we saw in the numbers. I was talking with some folks here, and then we saw the numbers come out on the national championship game. People were kind of surprised the numbers weren't better. I wasn't at all.
Yeah, just lack of an SEC team.
Lack of an SEC team. We saw it in the betting. We had good numbers. I mean, people were betting. People were interested, but it wasn't like it is if you had a Bama, a Georgia, one day Arkansas maybe.
And you know why? It's not just for people who hate the SEC too. Yep. They want to tune in and see if they're going to lose, and you've got the people that want to support the SEC. So it goes both ways. Now listen, it's $22 million is still the highest game of the year for college. It was of all the games. So and then it's still in the top 100. All the other ones are NFL games. It is still obviously $22 million is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, nothing. It was a great game. It looked like there for a minute Ohio State was going to just roll out. Notre Dame fought back, gave us something down to the end. You even had the spread bettors sweating it till Ohio State got that last.
God. Terrible.
Got over the, so I mean, it was an exciting game. It was fun. We had some fun bets that hit. We had a guy that had I got to go look up the player's name. This is bad. I can't remember. But to take 2 or more touchdowns, $5 and paid $4,000.
Oh,
so it was
very
obviously
nice.
a long shot to score 2 touchdowns.
And so you've already got the preseason. We'll let Justin or Raj take a shot at it. The preseason picks next year to win the national championship. Justin and Roger, give me the top 5 teams that you think are picked to win the national championship next year.
Oregon, Notre Dame, Ohio State
Texas.
again.
Texas will be number 1, I bet.
And Georgia.
You got all 5.
Wow!
Wow!
Holy cow!
Wow!
Yeah, all 5. Order.
Hold on, Zach. So, Justin, you said you think you think Texas will be number 1, right? Is what you said?
I do.
No. I gave you all 5.
Okay.
I'm out.
Josh, who do you think will be number 1?
Georgia.
I think it will be Ohio State will be number 1, Texas number 2.
So Baz is the closest there. In fact, I'd say you're correct. It's Ohio State number 1. They're plus 450.
Okay.
Texas is co-second choice with Oregon. They're both plus 700.
Okay.
Then you have Georgia plus 900. Notre Dame is actually the co-fifth choice at 11-1.
How is Ohio State favored? They're going to lose. They're going to lose.
That's kind of what I was.
Both their defensive ends, part of their offensive line, the quarterback, both running backs, and 2 wide receivers.
$20 million budget.
You're trying to go all too logical there. A lot of recency bias.
Stop
goes into
going
some of this
logical.
stuff,
I know. What am I doing?
There were bets coming in on Ohio State before the championship game were played because this market was posted before.
And here's what, and if I may be so bold, I want that entire front message that we just did there, where I nailed him and where Josh, where
I laughed. I laughed.
Zach says he got them all. Boom, that's it.
Well,
and ended on my second sucking.
So I got to be number 1 for what, 30 seconds?
And to your point too about Ohio State, they have a $20 million NIL budget.
Well, they did this past year. I mean, I'm there's no guarantee, but I'm sure they will. But
a few teams that caught my eye though out of the SEC that we're just not accustomed to seeing this far down the list in odds or rankings. Alabama, they're 17-1. LSU 18-1. Texas A&M 22-1.
Usually higher than that.
Correct.
17-1.
We're talking about being out here for the eclipse, and Baz is talking about that was the same morning we found out about John Calipari, being here.
Yep.
Who would have thunk that we would have blown?
Was that day? The eclipse?
Yeah, it was.
That was that day.
Was.
Wow.
0-5 in conference play, but who also would have thought back then that Alabama's not making the playoffs?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just unheard of. They lost their best player.
Well,
Saban.
Something that I've been diving through, and this is the earliest I've never we've been doing sports betting now since 2019. Typically, it's July or even a little later that you start seeing season totals. Some of the big teams, season totals are on the board for college football. So, Alabama, for instance, is on there at 8.5. If you're looking, Clemson's on there at 9.5. Yeah, exactly. I'm saying wow as well. Georgia at 9.5. So, due to this recent season, prior seasons, these teams had to go undefeated for you to hit their over in the regular season total. So
I'm telling you,
Go ahead, Baz.
No,
I was just saying, I think Bama is, they're not going to fall.
No.
Off the mountain completely and be a 3-4 win team, but Bama fans are about to go through something they haven't in almost 2 decades.
They did
where
this
they're
year.
just kind of normal.
Yeah.
I mean,
How about that?
You know what I mean? Like,
17th in the final ranking. Yeah.
That's my opinion anyway.
Over here.
I hear the win totals, and what I think that says to me is that the talent at the top level is more spread out than it has been before. Because
I think that's a good observation.
Yeah, I think that's what it speaks to. Just because, I mean, if you're putting Bama at 9.5.
The portal and NIL and stuff.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's a more spread out version, and even you're seeing it with recruiting. I mean, the top recruits are not all going to like 2 schools anymore. You're not getting those powerhouse classes like A&M put together. That one year they had an amazing class. Georgia had 2 back-to-back classes that were absolutely insane. Yeah. You're not seeing that as much at that level, and it feels like, and also the portal obviously has evened things out a bit more.
And I love the stories. You have a little bit of portal play in this too, but you may have some new coaches in 1 year make a difference in Arizona. Of course, there's a second year. Arizona State has second year there, and Indiana first year there. they finished in the top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, they were terrible before. Last year they finished in the top 10. So, anything else you need to share? I know this is going to be a great weekend from the sportsbook standpoint, being able to watch the games as a sportsbook or those two matchups. Anything else you want to throw out there?
Absolutely. So, I mean, just the NFC and the AFC championship games obviously going to be Sunday right now. Eagles 6-point favorites over the Commanders. That moved up to 6.5, back to 6 where we opened it.
Right.
The Chiefs opened as a 1.5-point favorite. They have moved to a 2-point favorite.
Saw that. Yeah.
So that, and then if you're looking ahead, we do have the potential matchups on the board. If it's the Bills-Eagles, the Bills are a 1-point favorite. Bills-Commanders, Bills are a 4.5-point favorite. And then on the Chiefs side, they're favorites in either one of their potential matchups by 1.5 points over the Eagles and 4.5 points over the Commanders.
I tell you, last week all 4 games I thought were really fun to watch, and the weather had a factor in it. I think these 2 will be great games too. And David Longinati joins us. Good morning, David. How are you?
Great.
Even though you love horses, you also love football too. I was just saying, it's been a great year. It's just been if you love football, man, it's just both the NFL and college have been fun to follow.
I think the one that surprised me of the NFL is the Commanders. I mean,
yeah,
I thought they'd go belly up as soon as they hit the playoffs.
Yeah. No, listen, they
especially against the Lions.
Yeah. Oaklawn Anywhere, obviously, you're in charge of making sure that's done. One of the easiest apps to use. You've been around for a while, and you don't even have to get up if you want to wager. You can be here at Oaklawn. You don't have to get out of your seat.
And sit right here in Mainline and do it.
Yeah, you can. You can sit in your own home and do it.
That's exactly right.
As long as you're an Arkansas resident, it doesn't matter where you are, except from a few states where it's illegal to do so in. We've had people tell me that they've used it in Argentina. I've had someone tell me they've used it at the Curragh in Ireland, where thoroughbred racing really actually began. So it's Arkansas resident.
When we did
sign up for it.
When we did the 101 for the sports book and all that, all of the ladies,
they knew
a
Oaklawn
great
Anywhere.
majority of the ladies already had the Oaklawn Anywhere app. They're already well versed in the Oaklawn. That was good. So
that was the tie-in. That was the key there.
It was huge. Absolutely, it was.
I tell you the one that we don't. Roger and I don't know a lot about horse racing. We've been coming here for 20 years. Probably Justin Moore has probably been the guy that's increased his knowledge about horse racing.
He's absolutely lying to both of you. What I know about horse racing is how to lose money on it. That's all I know.
That's just right.
That Saturday, David, you got $2 million in stake races. Obviously, the $1 million Southwest Stakes and the Martha Washington $300,000. $2 million in stake races Saturday. It's one of the biggest weekends of the year.
Yeah, it is, and it's it's the first time ever that there's been $1 million race for a 3-year-old in America in January.
Yeah, this early.
Think about that. I mean, that's just a huge step that Oaklawn has taken. Thanks to horses like Mystic Dan, we're going to do the bobblehead on Saturday.
Yeah.
Thanks to horses, with those Arkansas owners, that we really appreciate them bringing the horses here.
Look at that!
Go to the webcam, and then you'll see the. Now, the last one you did was American Pharoah.
10 years ago. Look at that right there.
That.
Look at the man brought him himself.
Look
at that.
Well, let's see let's see the horse head, the bobble there, Rod. Look at that. There we go.
Look at that. Look at that.
Last year again we talked about it. That was the first time we'd seen Mystic Dan.
Freaking beautiful.
Sort of come onto the scene. Won by 6 lengths. Had local ownership, which was really cool. I'm not sure if everybody, as like Wayne said, you knew immediately, hey, that horse is going to win a Triple Crown race. But that's the kind of thing that you might see Saturday. You might see the horse.
Yeah. We got gaming. Bob Baffert's back on the Kentucky Derby Trail this year. He's got gaming and ran second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. He's the 2-to-1 program favorite. Brad Cox, who's had a lot of success here, and also has won the Kentucky Derby a time or two. Has a horse named Patch Adams.
Yeah, Nancy was talking about that today.
I mean, that horse has been talked about since November when he broke his maiden by 10.5 lengths, going 7 furlongs and 120 and change. There's some other good horses here, local horses. Ron Moquette with Speed Boy is you can't overlook him. I mean, there's horses in here that at first, when you first look at this, you'd see those 2 horses and think, oh, okay, well, they're going to, and then you'll take a deeper look and, it's a pretty deep field.
How big a challenge is it, David? Because here's the deal, Monday's racing was moved to today because of the weather. Then you got, you still got a cold day today, but you're going to race. Has that been a challenge for the horse owners and the trainers?
Well, yeah, it is, but it's not as big a challenge as it used to be because we now have an equicizer that they can use, that they can get the horses out of the barn area and get them some exercise. Even when the track is closed. Obviously, they want to race first, obviously. horses who are coming in from other places. If you're playing the horses, look for those to maybe have a slight edge, because there has been some training missed here.
Well, I love the fact, as we've all acknowledged, we've been working with you guys for 20 years, and we don't know a lot, but we do know this, is that Oaklawn horses over the last couple of decades are showing up on the national scene in a big way. Yeah. So the exciting thing for me is, who's going to be the horse this year that has the story, Well, and, as a matter of fact, it's funny you should say that, because tonight are the Eclipse Awards in Florida, and Torpedo Anna, who we saw here in the Fantasy Stakes, is probably going to be named Horse of the Year, as I think she should be. Mm-hmm. She will be the 7th female to be named Horse of the Year. 6 of those have raced at Oaklawn. Yeah, I love that.
Think about that. I mean, there have only been 7 female horses named Horse of the Year. 6 of them came through here first.
Yeah, Oaklawn's
and we know that. How long Oaklawn's been around and all the things that's going on. Would you say, to David's point, as far as being on the national scene and all that, that with Smarty Jones, since then it's just been ramping up more? Is that fair to say, or am I? Or you've been it forever.
It is fair to say. Until then, it's what Mr. Stella did with the $5 million bonus.
Yeah.
We just happened to get lucky. That was a centennial year.
Exactly.
We just happened to get that there's this little known horse named Smarty Jones in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Right.
That came in and dominated here before he went on to Kentucky and won the Preakness. Probably the quietest time you've ever seen in any sporting event was when he got beat in the Belmont.
Yeah, it was horrible.
There was just a hush.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It's the only time the owner of a Belmont Stakes apologized for winning.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
You know what? Because it sort of reminds me of the '69 shootout. Where the Hogs would say, "We were right there. We were all right there," and then with that right there. But Smarty is still talked about, so obviously fantastic run, no pun intended.
One little side note, and Justin, I've been saving this for a while. Speaking about training, David, so I don't know if you saw the story, Justin Moore, but Kenny Chesney, there's something that he does to help train his voice for concert touring. Do you know what it is? His secret, what he says it is, to help him do a good job of singing at concerts, and he moves around. He's very active on stage. Do you know what he does to help him get
he's very active. No, I don't. Some kind of workout, I'm assuming.
Exerciser?
Well, you said the exerciser. He says the way he does it, he runs on a treadmill. He actually sings while he's running on the treadmill. That way it gets him somehow prepared. Yeah, Justin, you want to try that?
I feel like managing your breathing by doing that.
I tell you what, I'll run if somebody's chasing me. But outside of that, I think I'll pass.
He says, quote, he says, that's part of the training for me. I have to get my lungs ready. If I can run on the treadmill and sing at the same time, then I'm pretty ready to go. He adds that he also does cardio and other exercises to get his body in shape.
How old is he?
So if you go to his gym, you can hear a concert for free.
That is.
What is he, 40, 45?
No. I think he's like early to mid-50s. Yeah,
okay.
You'll need to hit up Justin about those only child habits as well.
He's 56.
The other day.
Yeah,
56. Yeah, I figured he was 10, 15 years older than me.
Well, listen, David,
he's in really good shape too.
Zach, we love coming over here. I know this is an exciting time because this is when you guys start flexing your muscle, and we got Super Bowl coming up, Josh. That's another thing as well. So that'll be a big thing that you can come over here and watch if you want to. You can watch horse racing, and then of course Razorbacks. You got that Saturday. What time is the tip for that? Is that Josh, is that 4:00? Is it like?
Hold on, did you need to say Zach a second ago when you said Josh? Because you said
yes, he did.
That happens, Zach, every time.
Straight in the eyes.
Every time that happens.
65% in picks, but maybe 35 in getting the names right.
Yes.
It's okay, Josh.
Justin, we played the clip yesterday, Justin, where we thought you and I thought Roger had said it, but
don't turn this around.
Josh,
he is. You're such a jerk. You're such a jerk. You got my name wrong, and you're turning this around on Roger now.
Listen, one of these days you're not going to have me to make fun of anymore.
You just turned around on me just that quickly.
Anyway, so who did say it first?
Call him Young Money all the time.
Oh, my God.
All right, here it is. Here's the clip from yesterday.
Also, I want to note from the D3 Auto Sales text line, somebody says, I understand why Josh is the way he is with callers, considering he has to take calls from ball skin guy and nutsack guy. not a terrible point.
Here's one from the D3 Auto Sales text line from the 337. I understand why Josh is the way he is with callers, considering he has to take calls from ball skin and nutsack guy. You remember those? I think did we just read that?
I read that text 2 minutes ago.
I didn't see it. Well, I'm scanning. I apologize.
Again, I repeat, that is my
That's
Sunday
amazing.
episode. I'm paying homage to
So we all
these pretzels are making me thirsty.
So we all struggle at times.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't wait. Please choke on a piece of fruit in front of me, because I just want to look at you for 10 minutes before. I want your
my
face
gosh.
to turn blue. I'll unlodge it for you.
Zach, I do want to say this. It's been great working with you on football season on the picks this year.
Number one sports guy.
Baz, number one tout guy.
We got to get him on the marquee. And next season, Zach, where it says returning
No,
for his third year, the number 65% picks.
Forgive me if I'm repeating anything. I was just looking a score up. But Zach, I just want to say it's been great working with you this season.
You suck. You suck. Listen, you know what? I can't wait to see you again, Ian. I can't wait to see you again.
Anyways.
Let me get you in your tight jeans. That's
I probably, if I had to, I probably would stay away. For me, I like picking the games that there's a little bit. These close games where they're almost pick'ems. I'm not as excited about them. But it's been fun working with you all this year, man. It's been a
Absolutely.
blast.
It's been a lot of fun. Well, and this week, to your point, these games are going to be tough. They're going to come down to it. There's over 600 wagering options on the board. So if you don't want to bet the game,
that's
you
right.
can take touchdown scorer. You can take player props, passing, rushing, receiving, field goal kicker. You want to bet on the field goal kickers? We got options.
I heard Acree today on y'all's show that runs it before we start our show that Kelsey has had a long-term pattern of really increasing his yards during playoffs. He's been one of the best playoff receivers. Matter of fact, he's right behind Jerry Rice, I think, in number of yards and touchdowns in the playoffs. So he would be a good one. And I think that went 70 receiving yards.
So there's many options. The main number is at 69.5. Acree took it for the lock of the week, over 70 receiving yards in the championship game.
Hey, the big game is going to be played here as well. DJ Williams is going to be hosting right here.
What? Is that official? Can we say that on the air?
It's
absolutely.
Wow. We're saying it. He's going to be in. Let me tell you something about that. Tonight, I've got trivia. He's got the big game, and they both have one thing in common. What is it? The best wings in the state of Arkansas are made right on the other side of this wall.
What are your favorites, Raj?
It's the come on, ranch dry rub. Oh, they are. That is. Oh,
I've not had
I'm taking some today, and I'll take some tonight. They're the best.
David, so great to see you. Listen, we're excited about.
We'll get 11 a.m. Me and Justin Saturday.
Oh, that's right. That's always a great show. You guys do a great job with that. And I mean, this is a big weekend, man. This is, of course, don't forget we're racing today.
Here it is. Saturday, 10,000 vouchers. You'll get one the first 10,000. Well, 9,999 vouchers will be here for you. Okay.
All right, David Longinati, Zach Gillen. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
When we come back, we'll visit with Melinda Mayo, and we've got to play Family Feud. We've got to play Matt's game today as well.
We can do that.
All right, do not go away. We'll repeat something I'm sure coming up.
Shut it.
The man known for creating sports awards has finally earned his own. The entire Buzz team would like to congratulate our own David Bazzel on being named the Arkansas Sports Broadcaster of the Year by the National Sports Media Association.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas basketball is on the board in SEC play. A 68-65 victory for the Hogs last night over the Georgia Bulldogs puts them at 1-5 in the SEC and 12-7 overall. The Hogs led for a total of 29 seconds of the game. They had a rough day shooting, which was expected after the loss of Boogie Flam. They shot 31% from the floor. They were 3 for 23 from deep, but they were 85% from the line, 29 of 30. 34. Adu Thero led the way with 17 points and 11 boards. Also, Carter Knox chipped in 13 points and 6 rebounds. He was 11 of 13 from the free throw line. Also in the SEC last night, number 5 Florida beat South Carolina 70-69, and Texas A&M tops Ole Miss 63-62. The Hogs are back in action on Saturday night when they take on the Oklahoma Sooners at 7:30. You can catch it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
We are slowly warming up for this Thursday with highs today into the upper 40s and mostly sunny conditions. We'll have mostly clear conditions going into tonight as well. Lows into the lower 20s, another cold night. Highs for your Friday into the mid 40s, mostly sunny conditions. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Christopher Pipkin.
Fletcher Binsky Furs half-price clearance sale going on now. The entire inventory 50% off. Biggest sale ever. Nothing held back. Come see us on Rodney Parham Road.
Join the zone each Monday for game balls and jockstraps, brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Find out who made the best, average, and worst headlines in sports and entertainment each Monday as Justin and DJ give you their game balls and jockstraps on the zone from 10 to 1. It's all brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Call today to get your landscape updated to a whole new level and be listening for game balls and jockstraps only on 103.7 The Buzz.
Roger Scott for Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort. Live thoroughbred racing is back at Oaklawn. The 2024-25 live racing season is underway, and this Saturday, January 25th, it's the Southwest Stakes with a $1 million purse. Don't miss the action. Make your plans now. And Oaklawn also has incredible entertainment coming to the event center. Catch Sarah Evans, oh, I'm in, Jerry, on February 16th. Jay Leno on March 1st. Clint Black on March 21st. And Floyd Nation, the American Pink Floyd tribute on March 22nd. Tickets on sale now at Oaklawn.com. You'll have a great time in the casino. Oaklawn's 24/7 smoke-free casino. Over 1,500 slots, live table games, and big January promotions. This Saturday, January 25th, join the $100,000 cash giveaway for your chance to win up to $20,000. Visit Oaklawn.com for details on racing, dining, and more. Oaklawn, it's more than a place, it's an experience, Jack.
Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon, or he will buy your entire collection. Connor has the cash and he wants to buy your used weapons. Check them out online at picklesgapweaponshack.com. Highway 65 North, Conway.
If you need a new garage door, this could be your lucky day. Entries are open now for the $5,000 sweepstakes with Overhead Door Company of Little Rock. A winner will be chosen at random to receive $5,000 towards new garage doors and openers of their choice. Deadline to enter is the end of the month to win the $5,000 sweepstakes with Overhead Door Company of Little Rock. Enter now at overheaddooroflittlerock.com. You can't win if you don't enter. Overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
The Crane Automotive Team presents the Drive Time Sports Triple Double. Randy is taking the show on the road, showcasing a different high school basketball game each week. The Crane Automotive Team supports communities and high school athletics throughout Arkansas.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Of the Doobie Brothers.
Here it is.
And said, say a prayer for me.
See everybody, thanks, Wayne.
Oh, there it is.
That's it. Push it up a little bit, Josh, if you can.
They could hear the riders coming. They said, this is my last fight. They can take me back to Texas, but they won't take me back alive. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lover in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. She down, picked the gun up, and lay smoking in his hand. Said, Father, please forgive me. I can't make it without my man.
Yeah.
She knew the gun was empty, and she knew she couldn't win. But her final prayer was answered when the rifles fired again. Spanish angel at the altar of the sun, and they were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder but the moon. Seven Spanish angels took another angel home. Bring it home,
If you missed that, you can find it all over social media. That's boy, that's great stuff, man.
Oh, it was
great.
what a blessing.
Never gets old, does it, Raji Daji?
It doesn't for me, just to hear Justin do that. And of course, when he looks at me after he does his part and says, "Bring it home, Raj."
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Bring it
that's
home,
good stuff.
Raj, right
Yeah.
there. That's what I want on my headstone.
Well,
Bring it home, Raj.
You know the 7-foot Elvis I have in my house.
Yeah.
We're getting the 7-foot Roger
Oh,
with
my
your arms
gosh.
spread.
It's to scale. Let me have that one. And go ahead, Justin.
No, please.
I was going to say this. I was going to say, just hear me out. The old barnstorming days of the revivals that went around all over the towns, and they had the mock healing of the guy in the audience. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking we do that at a couple of concerts where you go, ladies and gentlemen, something I'd like to try tonight. And I'd like to bring somebody up from the stage, from the audience. If they'd like to come up, I want to do Seven Spanish Angels, one of my favorite songs. Is there anybody here? And everybody's waving their hand, and I'll have a different outfit on every place. You, sir, come on up here. No.
Well, you know whose version that was we just played.
Whose version?
That version is our next guest. Would you please introduce her, Josh? That's Melinda Mayo's version. Yeah.
No, Mr. Belafonte. It's Mayo. Mayo. Melinda Mayo. She's Arkansas's TV sweetheart, and she's joining the guys from Morning Mayhem. Melinda Mayo on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Sanders Ground Essentials, where great lawns start today. On the web at sandersground.com.
Good morning, Melinda.
Good morning, guys. Blue Pig Suey today, huh?
So nice to have a conference win. Yeah. Happy for Cal. Happy for the players, the fans that were there last night. Man, it was long overdue. And who knows, maybe there can be some magic there with Boogie going down and other guys having to step up. But it was a late night game. They shot 63 free throws last night. That's why one of the reasons it took 2 hours and 45 minutes to finish the game. But you're right, Melinda. It was long overdue.
Yeah, free throws and rebounds, just some of the basics. And that's what got us back in the game, and that's what ended up winning the game. So, way to go.
Yeah, it was. Listen, if they could get that win against Oklahoma, I just, no telling what can happen. There were some, Justin, as you know, on the show yesterday that said season was over. Season's over. And we said, no, you think so, huh? Maybe not. So we shall see. I
hope you're right.
Yeah, I hope so too. We'll see. Melinda, you have not had a chance to be on here with Justin since the concert Saturday night.
That's right, and that is my recording of the duet. And the way you can know that it's me, Justin, after you go up and do that high little lick, you hear a voice very close to the mic go woo, and that's me. So you went up and did that little ad lib. Yeah.
Well, I did want to say I meant to. We went to we were out of town for a couple of days right after the show, Kate and I, and so I meant to. Melinda sent me a very kind text, and I meant to text you back that I very much appreciate the kind words, and I didn't think about it until just now when you called in. So thank you, and I appreciate you guys coming out. And I hate I missed the opportunity to get to say hello to both of you, but. Appreciate y'all coming. Hope you enjoyed it.
Well, we totally enjoyed it. Thank you for the tickets. Felt very special. I kind of like sort of the old folks seats right off the floor, just about 4 rows up. So I had to
with the backs,
stand up.
I'm with you.
With the back, yeah. So first thing I noticed when I walked in, I was kind of in that meet and greet area of the lobby, and you guys have alluded to this, the kids. I mean, so many kids who love you, Justin, and these little boys whose cowboy hats are bigger than they are, and they're all named Chase and Trace. And I met so many of them, and they're so excited to be at their first concert. I thought it was great. We were in one of the meet and greet rooms for a little bit, but it was just so dang hot.
It was incredibly hot in that room. Baz, you were in there too. I mean, I had meat falling off the bone.
I told Janet, you got to turn down the AC in there. that was the only thing that didn't go right that night. That was it. It was not cool enough in that room.
That's right, yeah, and I know it's hard for them because it was freezing outside, so they had to have heat. But that's the big guy, Mayo. He's like, I don't think I'm going to make it. I was like, let's go. We've met him before, but we didn't get a chance to say hi before the concert because of that. Roger made us so proud, dude. I mean, come on. I heard that little growl.
Absolutely.
You put a little stank on it. A little stank on it, I heard.
You did.
Thank you, Melinda.
We had to open some doors backstage, Melinda, let it out.
Is that where the band went? Is that why they left? To open the doors?
Yeah, exactly. Melinda, it has been a historic couple of days down in my neck of the woods where I grew up in Panama City and Pensacola and Dothan, Alabama. 8 inches, 10 inches of snow on the beach. People are out. It shows video of the beach, and the white you see is not sand, which you normally do. It's white snow. So it was something that it's a generational snow. You hear that a lot of people. I kept hearing 1895, but crazy down in there on the Panhandle for the last couple of days.
I don't know that I ever thought I would see it. So the top snow accumulation in Florida was Milton, Florida, which is, I think, close to Pensacola, isn't it, David? I think it's close to Pensacola. 9.8 inches is the all-time record for any snow in the state of Florida. Almost 10 inches in Milton, near Pensacola.
That's
incredible.
So, if you think about it, when we got the 8 the other day, Raj, here, I mean, that's a lot for us.
Totally.
We get a foot. I mean, and we used to, we get used to seeing snow every year for the most part. Those people down there have not seen, they see snow once every 20 years, and when they get it, it's a dusting. So, I mean, they didn't know what to do. I mean, it was, so I'm happy for those kids down there. And
I said the same thing.
There were some kids. Some of them struggle with the driving and all that, and the roads, and because what we were talking yesterday, you mentioned they don't have the.
They don't do a lot of gloves. They don't no snow equipment.
They don't have any snow plows, and they're on the main highways if they do
money
it.
on that crap.
Well, what about so we finally got a good weekend over here at Oaklawn, right? The weather will be decent temperature-wise?
It looks good, yes. So we finally got out of the deep freeze yesterday right before noontime. We had gone 68 hours below freezing from Sunday afternoon, three 24-hour periods, Sunday to Monday, Monday to Tuesday, Tuesday to yesterday, right around lunchtime, all below freezing, and the coldest temperature was 13 degrees here in Little Rock, and that happened both Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. 13, not wind chill, actual temperature got down to 13. So, it's been cold.
By the way, too, we want to say thank you to the Arkansas road crews that went down to the Gulf Coast to help those folks out. Melinda, you mentioned that, which I think is a great idea to mention that. The other is
Arkansas Department of Transportation. They sent 17 plows, 70 workers are down there. Usually we go down there and help them with electricity, getting power back on. That's really common. But I don't think we've ever had to go to help them clear the roads. But they're doing that. I think they're going to pay the state back for that. I have 11 great nieces and nephews in Houston and Austin, and they were more excited about the snow because they had never seen it before than they were Christmas morning. So they were excited too.
It's hard to believe, but this week, or next week rather, the 25th anniversary of Good Morning Arkansas, and you have been there all 25 years, correct?
Pretty much. Now, I hosted the show. It was amazing that I was 7 years old when they let me start hosting that show.
Touché. Nice, yes.
Incredible, yes. So, this was really, there's several shows like it now, but this was the very first lifestyle show that wasn't news-oriented for the market, for Little Rock. And so we started in 2000 The River Market was just in its infancy as far as the bars and restaurants. So we're like, hey, let's put something on different, because at that 9 to 10 o'clock hour, we were going to network. You were going to Regis and Kathy, who was there, or going to game shows. And Dale Nicholson, rest in peace, kind of had this vision that said, wouldn't Arkansas viewers like to see what's going on in Little Rock, in Arkansas, food, music, all those things? Let's try it. So we did, and that was 25 years ago. JM, I think you sang on an early Good morning.
Wow.
What?
I was just, as you were talking about that, I was just sitting here thinking, I think I did it when I was 17 or 18. Wow. Which would have been, I don't know, 2 or 3 years into the show, I guess. I didn't realize it was that fresh at the time, or that new at the time. But yeah, I forget who you were doing it with, co-hosting with, but yeah, I believe you're right.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was Steve Powell. So I did the show for 10 years with Steve Powell. He's back now hosting it with Ansley. And then I did 10 years with Chris Kane. So I felt like I had one work husband for 10 years, and then I got a younger work husband for 10 years on that show.
Yeah, I want to say, there's like a pavilion thing where you guys used to be, just outside of the. Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And I want to say I sang out there and talked to you and maybe Barry. Maybe I could be wrong, but that was. I want to say I was still in high school at the time.
You know, and I immediately thought, this guy is good, and someday he's going to do a duet with Roger Scott.
Well,
I finally made it,
Melinda. Well, Bobby Tucker makes a great point. Melinda, what would be great to get that video of Justin when he was 18 on your show. That would be a cool thing for the 25th anniversary. Before he was 8.
Yeah.
Yes, before he was 13, as we call him. He was 18 here on the.
I got a picture.
Let's review that tape before we release it. How about that?
Baby boy. Thank you, fine sponsor, Melinda.
Will do. So next week, we're going to celebrate the 25th anniversary. We've got Chris Kane back, Steve back, Joan Early's coming back, Jason Peterson. So we're going to have fun all week long doing that. Yeah, so tune in every day, 9 to 10. Standards Ground Essentials, thank you guys. 501-315-9395, also 25 years old, 2025. And don't wait till spring, because by then they can already have everything going as far as your pre-emergence. They can have your fertilizer going. They'll do your soil sample. Just give them a call. They can do a free estimate right over the phone. They don't even have to come out. But if you want them to come out, they will.
Awesome.
They will. And now is the time you can go out in your lawn. If you see anything green in it, it's a weed.
Yeah, look at you.
It just is.
Melinda, thanks so much. Glad it's going to be a nice
Thank
weekend, Melinda.
Thanks, Melinda. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. All right, we got to come back and play a little either a match game or family feud.
Yeah,
so.
you know what? Why don't you get Josh and one of his Joy Boy good time buddies and Justin's friends to play your little game, since you're mocking me.
We love you, Roger.
Okay,
your comedy is so good, even when you don't mean it.
Even when I
be.
don't even mean it to be.
All right, don't go away. 849.
Even Oklahoma, we all picture in our minds a girl that looks just right.
Hey, Central Arkansas, start the new year off right and save at Lumber One in West Little Rock. Right now, we've got huge deals on shop essentials like 48-inch Maxlight linkable LED shop lights for only $18.99 each. Plus 27-gallon heavy-duty stackable totes for just $9.59 each. Plus, we've got everything you need to be winter ready, like the DeWalt 140K kerosene forced air heater. It can heat up to 3,000 square feet, and it's on sale for only $289.99. Don't wait. Shop Lumber One today.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The Payroll Company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Hello, Buzz listeners. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. We want to thank the Buzz Nation for a great 2024. Our New Year's resolution for 2025 is simple. We'll beat anybody's deal on the new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram in stock. Also, if you've had any credit problems or looking for a real low interest rate, don't give up. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved and let us help you get the new vehicle you need. It's cold outside, but the deals at Fletcher are hot. Up to $11,000 off all new Rams. New Grand Cherokees as low as $38,997. That's right, a brand new Grand Cherokee, third row seat for under $40,000. We also have $6,000 discounts on all new Jeep Wranglers, up to $11,000 off all new Rams, and the new Jeep Compass starting at only $375 a month. Folks, we're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. Just tell us what you want and how much you want to pay, and we'll do the rest. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Lunch for under $10. Rock and Roll Sushi has lunchtime specials for under $10, including lunchtime Rockin' Chicken Hibachi Bowls and the classic combo with any classic sushi roll, 3 crispy wontons, an egg roll, or fried rice. Find a location near you at rockandrollsushi.com.
Fellas, it's 2025, baby. It's time to get your testosterone levels checked. Don't put it off. Make it a priority. Get tested ASAP. If you're lacking energy or muscle mass or have low libido, it could be low testosterone. Testosterone therapy or TRT may be the answer, and nobody compares to the experts at Low T Center. Here's the deal. We all have different T levels, so whatever you do, don't settle for a standard dosage TRT plan. Look for a personalized treatment plan, which is exactly what you'll get at Low T Center. Right now, for current patients, Low T Center offers a $150 referral credit when you refer a new patient. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Bradford Marine and ATV proudly introduces the new Tracker Grizzly 1650 T Prairie Wings duck boat, arriving daily and just in time for duck season. Come visit your local Bradford Marine and ATV today at any of their 6 statewide locations. Your local Tracker dealer.
This is Pat Bradley for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union in Benton. In their end-of-year auto loan special, don't delay, offer ends January 31st. Rates as low as 2.025%. 84 months financing and no payments for 90 days on 23, 24, and 25 models. Or refinance your current loan. AlcoaCommunityFCU.org.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 103.7 The Buzz app.
A little mayhem on the court to end the first half, but your Little Rock Trojans able to get within one.
Fantastic China. If you, what did we say? We say if you're on TV, if you're preaching,
we forgot to film Mayo.
Anything public, if you can get Mayhem and send us a recording of it, we'll play it.
Had a couple of fellas at the ABC game, Associated Builders and Contractors, last night in Maumelle. Thanks to Bill Rochelle and the fine folks out there. A great many of our listeners, both male and female, that are there. Michael Earnhardt's wife, Maggie, was there and said hello to me. He's a listener. Danny Young, I met a dude there who's our neighbor. Do you know a guy by the name of Rick Sawyer?
Yeah.
He was there?
Yeah, I think I know who that is.
Yeah, he said he used to be at Gold's Gym. And
yeah, that's where I recognize his name.
That's absolutely right. He was there and said hello.
And if that's not enough, Justin and Josh, Roger will be his third consecutive night of trivia. He's here at Mainline Sports tonight, the sports bar tonight. 3 straight nights, and you've got a King of All Trivia night Saturday night.
Good Lord. Big night in Dardanelle. It is the Dardanelle Chamber. There's going to be... I don't know. 700 people there, and we're going to be doing trivia. It's a red out, so I'll be wearing what, David?
Your red tux.
My red tux.
Justin, he has truly become, I gave you this name, I
sure did.
The king of all trivia, the coat. He's, 4 nights. Here it is. You better get a nap.
I'm telling you.
I don't know if
he's got a nap.
Here's what
Justin.
Here's what, say that again?
He needs to get a nap. He can't keep burning both ends of the candle.
Please.
You need to take a nap.
Listen, when I was on drugs,
it's a pot called the kettle black.
Yeah, true.
What'd you say?
He's a pot called the kettle black. What else were you going to say, Justin?
I was just going to say I'm a little. I know people are excited about the horse bobblehead, but
yes,
I think it's past time for a Roger Scott bobblehead. There at Oaklawn.
I agree. And it will be a big old head.
What a penis!
I think you're right, Justin.
By the way, hey, Bez, I think you need to bring back one of the Mystic Dan bobbleheads because I believe it belongs in our studio.
Yeah, one of them is yours, Josh.
Yeah, one of them.
Oh, great. Well, I'll donate mine to the studio because we've got one of 2 Holloway from Xavier here. So we can bump him out of the way, and we can prominently feature Mystic Dan.
Or what if we do a centaur out of you and Mystic Dan? Like it's your head on Mystic Dan's body.
Please mark the tape for that. Yes.
Yeah, I want to see
centaur.
That.
Yeah,
I
love
see
it.
that big time.
Here's a stat I want to throw out last.
We go from centaurs to stats. That's what we do on this show.
This is from hogstats.com. The Georgia game last night is actually only the second time ever that Arkansas has shot worse than 32% overall from the field. That included worse than 14% from the three-point line. The other time was in 2016 versus Mississippi State, and they lost by 32 points.
Wow.
You usually don't shoot 13% from
the equalizer. The equalizer was getting to the line.
Yep.
I think we made more than they took, if I'm not mistaken.
Justin, you are spot on. So Georgia made 5 threes. Arkansas made 3, right? It's a +6 advantage. Right. Arkansas made 29 free throws. Georgia made 20. That's a +9 advantage. The winning margin, the winning margin was 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, the free throws equalize. You were spot on. The free throws equalize the 3-point shooting. There was one point in the first half where I was like, these guys might just suck. I mean, they could not hit a single shot. But you know what? The fact they adjusted and got to the line I thought was super impressive.
Yeah, you know what it reminded me of is really outside of Mason Jones and Isaiah Joe for a year apiece, maybe. Muss never had great shooting teams. If you remember, we were always trying to drive the ball to the basket and get to the line. Now, it's not the most beautiful basketball, and it sure would be nice in the coming years to get some good shooters out there. But it reminded me a lot of those couple of teams. And guess where those teams went back to back?
Yep, that's right.
So, I mean, I'm not saying this team has that capability. I'm just saying sometimes you got to play a different way.
Well, for the first time, too, Justin, for the first time in conference play, we won the rebound battle. And that's something that's, golly, it's about time.
Miraculous.
Yeah, 30-20. And it was a team effort. It was a gritty win. And maybe they can build off of it. We shall see. We're here at Oaklawn. A lot of big things happening. Bobbleheads giving away. $100,000 cash giveaway.
Listen, the prizes for trivia have been doubled.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, the purses at Oaklawn rise, out on the track, and at Mainline Sports Bar. And next up.
And we got Chris Ho's up next. And we got to play. Chris is going to have to play Match Game and Family Feud with us.
We're going to need you.
Get ready, Chris. Here we go. All right, it's 9 o'clock here at Oaklawn.
If there's anything green in your yard right now, it's probably a weed, and you need to do something about it. Weed control and fertilization service from Sanders Ground Essentials is easier and less expensive than doing nothing or trying to do it yourself. I did that one time and almost killed my yard. Sanders Ground Essentials saves you time and money and makes your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Don't wait. Do it now. Call Sanders Ground Essentials and get started with Sanders Ground Essentials Weed Control Program. Servicing all of Central Arkansas, including Cabot and Jacksonville. On the web at sandersground.com. Let's get growing.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is meatloaf for only $7.49 per pound with roasted red skin potatoes and peppers for $4.99 per pound.
Coach Z joins Out of Bounds Weekly, brought to you by Telco Credit Union. When you're a first-time home buyer, refinancing, or need an auto loan, Telco Credit Union can help at telco.com.
Game time or playtime, we're here all the time.
I wish you had more time.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock.
From KRK4 News, I'm Pat Walker. 3 people are now in custody for a murder that happened nearly 6 years ago. Zachary McMillan, Valerie Ferry, and Joshua Dyer are accused in the shooting death of 18-year-old Stephen McClendon. He was found dead at a home on Wilkerson Drive in August of 2019. McMillan and Ferry are now in the Pulaski County Jail on capital murder charges. Dyer was arrested in San Diego and is waiting to be extradited back to Arkansas. A teacher passed away at Mills Middle School yesterday. The Pulaski County Special School District says the school's security team
found ELA teacher Dietrian Ireland in a staff bathroom. Right now, we don't know the cause of his death. This was his 4th year teaching at the school. Mills Middle School will have extra counselors on hand to help comfort students and staff. That's a look at your headlines. I'm Pat Walker for the Buzz Radio Network.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
We are slowly warming up for this Thursday with highs today into the upper 40s and mostly sunny conditions. We'll have mostly clear conditions going into tonight as well. Lows into the lower 20s, another cold night. Highs for your Friday into the mid 40s, mostly sunny conditions. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Christopher Pipkin.
Fletcher Bensky Furs half-price clearance sale going on now. The entire inventory 50% off. Biggest sale ever. Nothing held back. Come see us on Rodney Parham Road.
Listen each Friday during Drive Time Sports for the basketball insider in Arkansas. It's Pure Sweat Skills and Training's Bart Reed, made possible by Martin Orthopedics. With locations in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Cabot, and Hot Springs Village. Staffed with fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists. For more information on the web, go to martinortho.care.
What's good, y'all fellas? Let me get your attention one time, man. If you're often feeling tired, lacking motivation and drive, gaining weight, or noticing a lost muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone. Here's the deal. Don't wait. Find out right now and get back to living your best life. Clint Sterner here for Low T Center, y'all. At Low T Center, they make it easy to get your levels checked. It's just a simple test, and with their on-site lab, you'll get results back right then and there. Low T Center, it's not your typical doctor's office, fellas. Their physicians specialize in treating low T with testosterone replacement therapy, better known as TRT, for each patient. The experts at Low T Center, they have over a decade of experience helping patients. And this is super important, so y'all listen up. Their personal treatment plans are optimized for each patient. These aren't just basic standard treatments. For current patients right now at Low T Center, they're offering you $150 referral credit for each new patient that you refer. And at Low T Center, you can also get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medication. So get back to living your best life, man. Go to lowtcenter.com right now to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and we have this special for all of you lovebirds. How about a romantic indulgent spa package? The 60-minute massage and a lotion candle. That's our signature candles that the wax turns into lotion. All for $100. Plus, we have the Glow of Love, Forever Yours, and we also have memberships this year. Just go to avabelladayspa.com and choose what you like, order your gift card, and give it to your Valentine. Or come on in and get that complimentary candle. avabelladayspa.com.
Eli Craner here to tell you about my next novel, Mississippi Blue 42, a timely thriller that tackles the big money world of NIL and college football. Reserve your copy today by Googling Mississippi Blue 42 and pre-ordering from wherever books are sold.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hello, this is Justin Acree. If foot or ankle pain is slowing you down, it's time to visit the experts at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Doctors Martin, Matthews, and Parham provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for foot and ankle issues. From common problems to more serious conditions, they're here to get you back on your feet, literally. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Fort Thompson's in Sherwood end-of-season apparel sale going on now. 40% off select apparel throughout the store. Get stocked up now. Fort Thompson in Sherwood has the gear you need. Save 40% on select apparel throughout the store.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with The Buzz, and we got a great lineup for you. Still talking sports. That's just what we do here. Barry Sallee is going to be on talking all things college sports and NFL as well. A lot to pay attention to with another round of playoffs coming up. Also, Nancy Holthus is going to be joining us thanks to the Gangster Museum. A lot of horse racing. The pony's going to be back out there running around. Can't wait to see her expertise. And also, wrap up things with talking about Arkansas basketball. Yeah. There's a lot to talk about. Make sure you tune in The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Greg Norman, I don't care. I hate him.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Greg Norman is not my friend. He can go kiss
in the Oaklawn Racing Casino and Resort Studios.
I hate that son of a...
Here is David Bazzel, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Right there. Little Elton John. On this Thursday, January 23rd.
Little John Daly.
What's that? Was that John?
Did you miss the comeback?
Yeah. Well, I couldn't tell what it was saying. Did you recognize it was Daly?
He was talking about Greg Norman.
Oh, I guess I didn't hear the whole thing, or I would have recognized that. I would have recognized, because it was bleeping. Did it get bleeped a ton?
It did.
It did. We are here at Oaklawn. It's going to be a great weekend of racing. As Justin Moore, as you know, even though Justin really knows the horses, he just likes coming and hanging out and having a good time, eating, drinking, watching the sports on TV. And you don't have to be a horse expert to have a good time over here at Oaklawn. So you got racing today. Jessica's right. Racing today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And so go to Oaklawn.com for more all the information. I mentioned we got to play a couple games, and the guy's going to help us out is Chris Ho, who's the Oaklawn Vice President of Marketing. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
sorry.
He was saying.
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys?
Chris was saying.
A little hot, probably too.
You are hot.
Chris said, "What are these games I'm playing?" I said, "Listen, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine." Hey, a big weekend. In addition to horse racing, you're giving away $100,000 tomorrow.
$100,000.
$100,000.
And it's for both the racing crowd and the casino crowd. So all month long, slot players have been able to earn entries. But what we're doing for racing guests is you'll come in, you'll be able to fill out an entry. And at 4 o'clock, you'll be able to drop into a drum, a racing-specific drum in the casino.
Yeah.
You have from 4 to 6:50 to drop it in. At 7 o'clock, we're going to announce 4 winners of $5,000.
Okay.
And then then we keep going with the casino boxes. There's 5 other boxes.
And you have to be there. Here's the thing.
You got to be there.
So there'll be people that won't stick around. So you just keep drawing names till you get the winner, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The other thing is the bobblehead. This is very cool. Last time you guys did this was 10 years ago with American Pharoah, right?
Doors open at 10:30. Limited supply. Get in line. Get your voucher. You get your voucher after race 4. You'll get your Mystic Dan bobblehead.
Yes.
Which looks really good.
It does. Very nice. Yes. Roger.
Yes, sir.
You've got Mainline Trivia tonight.
Yes.
Trivia at Mainline Sports Park out here at Oaklawn.
We'll be right here at 6:30, so come hang out. You can park across the street. If it's nice weather, you can park across the street from the track opening here and come in this entrance, hang a left, follow all the noise of laughter, and come right in here to Mainline Sports Bar. This is where we're going to be. It's always, always, always fun. We have people come from Conway. Jimmy Coon and his wife come from Conway. We have people that come from Maumelle, North Little Rock, people that come from Arkadelphia last week and all that. And Oaklawn is a place where people come from all over the world. Canada sat right there at the bar last week, and some people from Texas, Michigan as well.
The other thing we just found out, Justin, I was not aware of it, that you guys, you're doing Boudreaux's watch party, but you're having a Super Bowl watch party right here.
Super Bowl watch party.
And can we say who's
Yes, we can. Yeah.
DJ Williams, Justin. I was mentioning Kenny Chesney a minute ago. He's 56 now. He's having to work on the treadmill. They're getting ready to send me out to pasture. The old 53 linebacker's too old to do this. So, you bring in the new young guy. You bring in the young stud, the young tight end, DJ Williams, who will do a great job. And that's on
sure. Yeah, and that's on Super Bowl night here in Mainline.
Yes.
So we'll have half-price apps, $10 pitchers. We'll have door prizes, stuff like that. He'll be giving out. He'll be on the mic doing some commentary, talking about Oaklawn sports, talking about the game. So it'll be a big night.
Yes. Yeah, excited about hanging out. Matter of fact, you go to Oaklawn.com, too, if you want to check on rooms.
Sure.
Yeah, because obviously as the year goes on, too, you might as well go ahead and make your reservation for events, for the acts.
Yeah. Racing season, make your reservation early.
Who do we announce today?
Dawkins coming.
Can you believe that?
Do you know who Dawkins is?
Yeah, I know who Dawkins is.
Okay, listen.
Justin's a big fan of Dawkins, too.
Big fan of Dawkins. He
Oh,
wants to name his next horse Dawkins.
Yeah. All right, would you be willing to play a little bit?
I will be willing to
Okay, what are we going to go? What do we do first, Josh?
Magic.
Magic.
Give me like 20 seconds on the phone.
Okay, 661-1037 if you want to play a match game. I don't know what we're playing for, but we're playing for something. 661-1037.
Can we do some magic instead?
Please invite me to your house soon.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen, we will be all together here in a couple of weeks, won't we?
What's that?
Me, you, the Moors, and the Hatchers.
That's right. We'll be in Aspen.
How about that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, not too far. Yeah, we're going this. We're going the Saturday after the Bros Award.
Saturday after the Bros
That's what we did last year too. I think.
That's right. We'll be back the Wednesday. The following Wednesday, I'll be here Thursday for trivia.
Boy, the Bros Awards coming up on us.
Yeah, it is. It's one of our finalists. We just named the defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals. Sort of cool when you're doing an award that involves guys where they're in that national discussion. One other thing too, Justin, I want to get to once we maybe finish playing these games with Chris. Did you see about the change on the Razorback on the Razorback baseball team from a coaching perspective? What they're doing? Did you hear about this?
The base coaching.
Yep. Do you see that? Yeah. They're moving folks around. I thought that was interesting.
Warnes is going to third, and former catcher of ours, Hudson Polk, is going to be coaching first. I don't know if he's a GA now or something, because if I'm not mistaken, Warnes, who played, I'd say it was probably 10 years ago, maybe something like that, 7-8 years ago, has been a GA, and I think he finally got a permanent position. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but anyway, I know that's always been the goal. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And the reason why, of course, what is Warnes? How do you pronounce that, Justin? Is that right? Warnes, is that correct?
Bobby Warnes.
Yeah, he always does the forearm punch.
Yeah,
when the guys come around first base, he always does that. Seems like a good guy. And the reason they're moving Thompson into the dugout, he said, just so Van Horn can have batting strategies with him and also talk to the players. Funny they haven't done it before now, but I thought that was an interesting move yesterday.
I like it. They've struggled over the last few years to consistently put up runs. It hasn't been just one team over the last 2 or 3 years. And so, listening to Van Horn's pre-season presser, I guess, 4, 5, 6 days ago, whatever it was, he specifically even said, we're going to do some things like we used to do early in my tenure here, where maybe we've discussed it over the past couple of years, Baz. I'm like, man, I wish we would bunt a little more, try to steal a little more, take an extra bag here and there. And like he said, you still, you got to hit home runs, especially on Friday nights and in the SEC when you're playing against their best pitcher, their ace. You get a walk here or there, or a single, you got to pop a 3-run homer on those kind of guys, because getting 3 or 4 hits in an inning is almost impossible on those guys that are about to be, top picks in the MLB. And so, but I do like the fact that he saw an issue. He said we need to get faster as a team. So I like that whole thought process, and I'm glad we're doing that. I mean, those two have guys with some pop, but I'm a small ball fan. I always have been. So, I know times have changed with launch angles and all that kind of stuff, which we can talk to Rick about. But I don't know. I like where their head's at, and if it works or not, who knows? But I like it.
All right, Josh, what are we playing for match game?
Now that I've nerded out on baseball, Josh.
I love that. You know me, I love that. We've got big buck tickets, and we've got Tickets to see Cake if somebody wants to go to see Cake.
Cake!
Cake.
666. Oh, I thought you said Kate.
No.
I did too. His wife.
Sorry.
He sent us a picture of her.
661-1037 is the number.
Hey,
See,
it depends on the price. Come see her.
Are you talking about like birthday cake?
I believe it's spelled Cake. They've got one song.
It's a 90s band.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is a very incredibly 90s band.
I've heard of it.
Where are they playing?
It's a good question.
Here's another good question.
Sorry, I mean, there's people calling and all kinds of stuff happening right now.
They're not country music.
Oh, let's hit the open and we'll go
it's
from
90s
there. How about
rock.
that?
They are at the First Security Amphitheater on April 17th.
Oh,
It's time to play.
Cake. Oh yeah.
Cake.
What'd you say, Jez?
Cake.
I didn't say anything.
All right, here we go.
It's time to play the match game. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or check online at arkansastruck.com. Now let's see what wacky answers the guys can come up with.
All right. Do we have a contestant, Josh?
Yeah, you know me. I love the callers, so I can't wait to give these folks an opportunity to win.
Yes, you love the callers. 661-1037.
All right, hang on. We've got Randy first.
Okay. Randy, good morning.
Morning.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we've got a bunch of folks here that are going to try to help you, but don't give us your answer. Let us get ours first in our mind before you tell us yours, okay?
All right.
All right, we're going to go.
And calm down.
We're going to. We're going to go. Cake blank. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Blank.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Here we go.
Sorry.
Okay, here we go. Wind blank. W-I-N-D. Wind blank.
Wind.
Yeah.
Blank.
There's several different directions you can go here. Don't. So be
You say that at every word.
I do. So do you have yours, Chris? Wind.
Wind.
Do you have yours?
I do
Raj?
now.
Justin, do you have yours?
Yes.
Josh, you have yours.
I do.
Okay. Is it Randy? Is that right? That's his name?
It is.
Yeah. All right, Randy, what you got?
Let's go windmill.
Windmill. Sounds like a very good answer.
That's a great one.
We'll go to Chris Hope first. Chris, what was your answer? Wind blank.
I was thinking windbreaker.
Windbreaker, yes. Very nice.
Very nice. Excellent.
Josh, Neighbors, what did you have?
Wind Farm.
Wind
I was thinking
farm.
of that one.
Wind farm. I'm not as familiar with the wind farm. Is that what
It's like when you the bunch of the windmills that generate power.
they call those the wind farm.
That's a wind farm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Justin Moore, what did you have?
I was going to go with Breaking Wind, but no. I had Windbreaker as well.
Windbreaker. Yes.
Wasn't that what he had?
Which can be a noun or
Oh,
a
yeah,
verb.
windmill. Never mind. Sorry.
He had windmill, yes. That's right. I went wind cake. No, I went wind chimes.
Wind chimes.
Chimes.
That was one of one of my four.
Okay.
I had I looked at wind chill.
Yeah.
That that we've been dealing with.
Right.
Wind chime.
No, we didn't ask Ralph.
Ralph, would you like to
Did you have a
participate?
winner?
What'd you have?
Maybe you help him.
I went with wind chime.
Wind chime. Okay, wind chime.
So I had chill, chime, breaker, but I had windmill. How about that, Randy? How about that?
Son of a...
Chris, it's that easy.
It is that easy because you give them 5 chances. I also had that. I also had the other one you were thinking about using.
But when you first hear that, you're going like wind. Wait a minute. First you think
wind.
As Justin said, breaking wind.
Yeah.
But,
I was thinking breaking wind.
Yeah. All right. Good job, Randy. All right. Next
Way to go, Randy.
Chris, you got to do one more game with us. It's Family Feud.
Family Feud.
All right.
Matter of fact, we can just keep the contestants we have here, Rod.
Sure.
And so if you've got the, and I guess what are we playing for here?
We're playing for entry to Oaklawn.
More cake.
We're playing for tickets to see Cake.
Cake or a big buck. Okay.
By the way, Bad Habit, we mentioned them a couple times, Chris. They're playing Friday and Saturday night here at Pop's Lounge.
Oh, yes.
In Bad Habit,
exactly
we're going to have them. We're going to have them on the show next Tuesday.
Oh, that'll be cool.
They're a local band. If you want to vote for them for the AY Magazine local band of the year, go to AY and do that. But for your young dudes, good dudes, and I didn't even know when we were having them on next week that they were going to be at Oaklawn this weekend. So you've obviously you've got your regulars.
Of course, Cliff and Sue.
Yeah, so they're always great. Right. Let's play the open, Roger.
All right.
It's time for everyone's favorite game, Family Feud. Sponsored by Southern Bank. Visit bankwithsouthern.com for more information about your lending needs. Now, let's play the feud.
Let's play the feud. We got us a good one.
All right, let's see
what we have.
Let's see what contestant
we have. Robert.
Here. Robert is on the line. Let me get to my.
That's right. While you're doing that, we're going to do this. These are going to be the teams. Robert, you're going to have Chris Ho and Justin Moore. You guys will team up with Robert.
Chris Ho and Justin. Okay.
Yeah, and it'll be me and Josh back in the studio. So there you go. So Chris, what you'll do on this is that you can visit with the caller and Justin to discuss potential answers.
Okay. All right. And Robert, is that your name? Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, Robert, here's the deal. You're going to be the leader of your team with Chris Ho and Justin Moore, so what you say goes. But I encourage you, they're both intelligent men. Justin's never lost this game. This is Chris's first time, but again, he's intelligent. Pay attention to them, or you can obviously go out on your own. You're not going to need to use your buzzer, except on this very first question. Your name is your buzzer, and I want you to listen to my singing partner, Poland's favorite son, number 13 on the show, number 1 in your heart. Listen to Justin Moore's buzzer.
Justin!
Hear that? Did you hear that?
It's a little low.
Justin! All right, there. I want you. It's real low, so give it to me again, Justin.
Justin!
All right, it's a little bit better. All right, here's the deal. First, I asked 100 people when I left Mainline Sports Bar to include all of the security guards that walked me out to my car last Thursday night. I asked them to give me the top 5 answers to this question. Name a place that's filled with people who don't want to be there.
David.
Robert.
David got it first.
Wedding.
Now, here's the deal. This is going to be...
Maybe I'm the only one that thinks that. I'm sorry.
You maybe. Here we go.
I think it's a good answer, actually.
Yeah.
This is wrong. This is correct. All right, Nancy's gobble.
Nancy.
But David means his own. That's the difference.
Wedding is not in the top 5.
What?
Wedding is not in the top 5. Robert, your team controls the board. Give me any of the top 5, and you will keep the board.
Church.
Hold on.
It's terrible, but it's not a bad answer.
You changed my.
I had to keep the music keep going.
Okay, here it is. Church is number 5 on the list.
Wow.
Church
How
is
about
number.
that?
So
Way to
you
go.
Control the board. Top 4 answers. Thank you, Josh. There you go. Thank you. Top 4 answers are on the board left. Give me another one. A place filled with people who don't want to be there.
Well, are we playing? Does he want to play?
Well,
we get to pass, don't we?
How about funeral?
He gets a choice.
he does get a choice.
Yeah,
I apologize. All right, go ahead, Robert. Don't get smart.
What do y'all think? Should we pass on that?
It's totally up to you,
You've already
buddy.
got one. Go for it,
say
Robert.
go for it.
Yeah, earn it, man.
Can we chime
All
in?
right, let's pass.
Of course.
Funeral?
Because he don't want to.
No, pass.
He's passing.
Wow.
You know what?
I don't think you're going to get 4 more.
What's that?
This is Baz's most hated thing.
You really want those cake tickets? Are we playing for cake tickets?
Cake tickets.
What do you think?
You know what? Maybe he don't want the cake tickets. Maybe that's
Maybe he's like, man.
All right, so listen,
go to cake.
I'm making
You
I'm
can
making
choose
a rule
either
change.
cake
No.
tickets or a cake.
No.
Yeah,
Last time somebody passed, they lost. If you pass,
Yeah, we're gonna play, but Chris, you're on our team.
All right.
It's me, Chris,
All right.
and
I don't
John.
think you're going to get 4
Give
more,
me top
though.
4 answers on the board. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 are on the board. 8 people said church.
Okay, funeral. Funeral.
Yeah.
Okay, funeral.
I say funeral.
Funeral. I will give you this. Cemetery is on the board, so I'm going to go cemetery. All right.
Nice, good job.
I'm going to let that be.
Okay.
Top 4.
Okay. So we got what number was that? 4 and 5.
That was 4 and 5.
All right, Josh.
8 people said 4 and 8 people said 5.
What's the place you don't want?
36 people said the number 1 answer.
Okay. What? What do you think? A hospital. Josh, you good with a
I
hospital?
don't even know what the question is because I've been operating back.
Name a place that's filled with people who don't want to be there.
Yeah, that's
DMV.
Well, let's go.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Come on.
Hospital's a great answer.
Yeah, no, hospital's great.
Listen, Josh, talk down to us.
No, I already thought hospital had been used.
I'm going to say on the air right now, and it's not even my turn.
All right, that's one strike.
Okay.
2 strikes left.
That was a strike.
That's what I said.
I thought you said it was a good answer.
I did, but I didn't. I said
jerk face.
It wasn't in the top 5.
What a jerk face.
It's a great answer. It's just not in the top 5.
What a jerk face. Okay, so he says DMV. So here you go. Okay, what about jail versus DMV?
Sure, jail.
What about
jail?
What about which would you?
Jail. I mean,
what do you think?
No one wants to be in jail.
No one wants to be in jail.
I don't want to be.
There are people who actually want to be in jail.
Yeah, some people say it's the same thing.
So you want to go?
Most of the DMV is at the jail.
I'm not confident in DMV, but if you guys want
I'm not
that,
confident in DMV.
Josh,
do jail.
Jail.
Number 1 on the board, jail.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
prison.
How about that?
Jail
Wow.
and prison. Jail and prison. All right.
What about?
We got one more, right?
I think
You got 2 strikes left. And 2 answers remain
remain.
to suck these cake tickets out of Robert's hand.
I'm still on DMV.
Do you want to do? We'll do DMV.
DMV.
DMV?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
Some people say that's the same as jail.
Yeah.
DMV.
Not on the board.
Well,
not on the board. Not on the board. Get a hold of Young Money and let's see what are the chances that Robert's still on the phone wanting these cake tickets.
I'm still here.
If don't miss this one. All right, go.
What about?
2 answers remain. Number 2 and number 3. 10 people said both answers.
What about?
1 strike and you're out. Robert gets a chance to steal.
What about work? Would it be work? You don't want to be at work. This is a group of people, though.
Depends on your job.
Listen, Ralph is helping out. Dentist? But you're talking about I'm
thinking more.
Yeah, name a place that's filled with people who don't want to be there.
You could say work.
Cake concert.
Oh, boo.
Do we want?
Are they a local band?
Do we want to go work, Josh? What do you think?
Well, work is almost. Is it too broad? What about like the line, the TSA line? I don't know. It's like airport security line.
Airport.
It's the airport.
No, people have to be there. People have to be there.
They're traveling for leisure,
I like
though,
being
too.
there on my way to a trip.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But they don't like being there. Okay, they don't. Yeah, but you want to go work? How about work? Let's go
You
work.
stay with
Let's
work?
go work.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Yes. Yes.
That is the number 3 answer. Now we're getting down to scrotum cutting time. Here's the deal.
right.
You give me the right answer, you rip the tickets out of Robert's hands. You miss this answer, Robert gets a chance to ruin his weekend.
So we said,
Okay, let's review.
we said funeral.
Let's review. You've said church was number 5.
Right.
Cemetery, funeral. I gave you that at number 4. Number 3 was work or meetings. Work or meetings. Number 2, you still have to give me jail and prison was number 1. 10 people said the number 1 answer.
Wow, not many.
And 10 people said the number 2 answer. And that's the one we're looking for you. Robert, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, you stay on there, Robert, because if they miss, we're coming to you, and your team. All right, buddy. Good luck to you.
What do you think, Chris? What do you think,
I'm
Josh?
thinking.
God, Lease. That's tough.
Name a place that's filled with people who do not want to be there.
What about a family reunion? Would that be too much? Huh?
Well, no, listen. I know this.
Holidays.
If you're
Am I painting a bad picture of myself? I don't know.
I mean, family get-togethers.
Family get-together.
Yeah,
well, listen. The older we get, those are good things. But I mean, there's some people that swing in their own family, so it might not be a bad thing.
Josh, you got anything?
I just think you were spot on. Your answer to this question is kind of a reflection of yourself. I feel like for all of us, this is a reflection of ourselves.
No, the wedding was a reflection of himself. The wedding
Yeah, that's what
that is true.
I don't know if you guys heard me. When he said wedding, he was talking about his own.
exactly right. That's exactly right. All right, here we go, boys. What time? Listen, we've got 30 minutes. We can hold this. All right. Name a place that's filled with people who don't want to be there. Justin, I know you've been thinking about it. Robert, I know you've been thinking about it. You and Justin can talk amongst yourselves.
This is going to be a terrible
answer.
answer.
If you want to.
This is going to be, whatever the answer is, whatever we don't get is going to be a terrible answer for this one.
You know what? Nobody poo-poos your 65% picks. Well, Josh does, but other than that.
I know.
Is there anything? If not, we're just going to pass and give it over to them if we can't think of anything.
You can't pass.
Oh, we can't pass back?
No,
yes, we can.
No.
He's going to buzz it. He's going to
just guess.
Answer, and we'll buzz.
Okay, guess. Come on, give me one.
Subway station.
Josh, Ralph.
Yeah, see, that's just one of those answers. So just throw something.
Airport security line.
Airport security.
We said family reunion.
Family reunion.
Family get together, holiday family, all that kind of
All that together.
Yeah.
That is not an answer that is on the board. All right, Josh. Robert.
Yes.
No.
No, I'm on their team.
Robert and
Now we're good.
And Robert. Justin and Robert.
I'm thinking school function graduation.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's not a bad answer. Let's listen to Justin.
May I
What do y'all
pose a
think?
question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you can choose to answer or not. Is it something like most of them have been inside the box? Would there possibly be something outside the box, or can you even answer that?
That's funny.
There's a reason this boy was valedictorian.
Yes, he is.
You know what? Yeah, because all of these places that we jail, work, cemetery, and churches
I just thought
have
of it,
been
Dad,
inside the box. Yes, I will answer
Okay.
that question
Dad,
because
And I will say,
Oaklawn.
I did think that Baz saying wedding was good. I mean, most people, let's be honest, don't want to be there. I mean,
true.
I don't
the
wanna go to a wedding
reception
because it usually costs me money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside the box, Bubba.
It's not
Okay,
Razorback
here's
game, right?
You and Robert take a talk about it.
Did you say a Razorback game? Is that what you said? I thought that's what he said.
That's funny.
No, that's not my answer. That's a joke. What do you guys think?
Okay, here's what I was thinking, and this is
Not
way
too
outside the
good.
box. What about hell?
Oh, that's not bad.
Wow.
That's kind of outside the
I mean, I don't know
That's outside the box.
that's a little
Nobody
out
wants to
there.
be there.
That's a little out there.
That's asking some questions, some bigger questions, aren't we?
It's definitely outside the box.
That's out there.
You know what? Somebody on the phone wants to see if they can help you two. Let's go to Randy Rainwater.
Let's do it.
What's that bulge in his pocket?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Randy. That's disgusting.
All right, do you want to stick with hell?
What else?
Robert,
What
do you wanna
else?
go-
I thought work was good. Man, all those were good.
What about school?
Even
Answers
the,
again,
even
guys.
the security line at the airport was good, but it wasn't there.
School?
That's why.
Again, some people say that's
Not
hell.
bad.
Jail or prison was number one. 36 people said it. I'm sorry, I looked at it the wrong way. Second, which is the one we're looking for right now. 10 people said that one. 10 people said the third place, which was worker meetings. 8 and 8 said cemetery and church. Name a place no one wants to go. Filled with people that no one wants to be there. You said
go
outside the
hell.
box.
That's better than
I told
mine.
you it was outside the. Okay. What'd you say?
He said, let's go with hell.
Do you want to do it?
We're going to the break with the music
Let's
with
do
Justin
it.
Moore, and we're going
Why
with
not?
Justin Moore's answer. Here we go.
Okay. Do you know who Cake is, Robert? And do you want to use these tickets?
Yes, I do, and yes.
Or would you rather have a cake?
And now?
Well, I tell you what. If you want to go to when's the concert, Josh?
April 17th.
In March.
April 17th for people that want to buy tickets, Robert. So. But you don't have to buy tickets. You're not buying tickets. We're giving it to you. Hell is the number one
Wow.
answer
Oh, my
on the
God.
board.
Hell
I
yeah. Good job,
cannot
Justin.
believe you answer.
Hey.
Are you
Ridiculous.
kidding me?
I cannot believe it.
You have.
Excuse
The
me?
Razorback game
Yep.
or hell was number 2.
Yes.
Okay,
That's good.
Yeah, I've told you
There it
guys,
is.
you got to listen to the subtle stuff Rod says because he tries
Yeah.
to help us all out.
Man.
And when he
Justin
said
Moore.
when he said a place to go instead of be at or something like that.
Yeah, I did.
And I was thinking cemetery, funeral.
I did say a place to
I
go
don't
as opposed to a place filled with people that don't want to be there.
Chris,
I apologize.
We've been playing this show for probably a year and a half with Justin, maybe 2 years. And he does this every time. There's
been a lot of luck involved. A whole lot of luck involved.
He is like
You think Roger's passing him answers?
No, it looks like he's valedictorian.
Oh, he definitely is. Yeah.
And so he's super smart. But I'm telling you, how in the heck? You go through 10 minutes of that, you get hell is the one that you could just.
Well, first of all, they and just saying they didn't play for the 10 minutes of the game. You guys had it your whole time.
And we did. Well, listen, we did. Chris, good job. You did.
Great job.
Thank you for having us out here. We got a great weekend.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, we're excited about it. For
a lot going on.
All in the information, go to Oaklawn.com.
Absolutely. Or social media.
Social media.
All over on
That's
Facebook
exactly right.
And X.
That's
yeah.
right. Thank you.
Chris,
Chris, for getting me involved in doing Mainline Sports Bar a year ago. Now getting me involved in doing Pop's Lounge. That's fantastic. Appreciate that very much, Bubba. Appreciate
This Thursday and Wednesday nights in Hot Springs.
Dang straight.
Thank you, brother.
Chris Ho, one of the good guys.
He is a hard-working man.
Do not go away. 9:35 here at Oaklawn.
He can't even play the hook.
Live fan feedback on 103.7 The Buzz is powered by Whit Davis Lumber Plus. Whit Davis Lumber Plus, more than a lumber yard.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas basketball is on the board in SEC play. A 68-65 victory for the Hogs last night over the Georgia Bulldogs puts them at 1-5 in the SEC and 12-7 overall. The Hogs led for a total of 29 seconds of the game. They had a rough day shooting, which was expected after the loss of Boogie Flam. They shot 31% from the floor. They were 3 for 23 from deep, but they were 85% from the line, 29 of 34. Adu Thera led the way with 17 points and 11 boards. Also, Carter Knox chipped in 13 points and 6 rebounds. He was 11 of 13 from the free throw line. Also in the SEC last night, number 5 Florida beat South Carolina 70-69, and Texas A&M tops Ole Miss 63-62. The Hogs are back in action on Saturday night when they take on the Oklahoma Sooners at 7:30. You can catch it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
We are slowly warming up for this Thursday with highs today into the upper 40s and mostly sunny conditions. We'll have mostly clear conditions going into tonight as well. Lows into the lower 20s, another cold night. Highs for your Friday into the mid 40s, mostly sunny conditions. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Christopher Pipkin.
Fletcher Bensky Furs half-price clearance sale going on now. The entire inventory 50% off. Biggest sale ever. Nothing held back. Come see us on Rodney Parham Road.
Listen to Out of Bounds every day to hear about what's trending on social media and whether listeners agree or disagree. Engaging conversations about engaging topics. Sponsored by Arkansas-based West Rock Coffee. Join West Rock and their 1.5 million coffee farmers around the globe as they fuel Arkansans with great tasting coffee, tea, and water delivered directly to your business. Contact them at westrockcoffee.com or 833-886-JAVA. That's 833-886-5282. Call today.
The Bucks are back at the 35. Including a trout pond, hoverball, Moana gym, and more. Hunters, bring your antlers for your chance to win a Can-Am Defender from Bradford Marine and ATV. Rattlesnakes, chainsaw carving, birds of prey, monster trucks, and the Big Buzz Chili Cook-Off. The Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. Tree stands, clothing, RVs, ATVs, UTVs, ammo, and more. Special appearance by Tim Wells, the Slock Master from Relentless Pursuit. It's a Hall of Fame event and an Arkansas tradition. January 24th through 26th at the State Fairgrounds. Sponsored by Reliance Bank, Arkansas's best Chevy dealers, Bradford Marine and ATV, Can-Am, Hunter's Refuge, Remington, Taka Hunting Gear, Outlaw Beer, and 103.7 The Buzz. Visit BigBuckClassic.com and Facebook for more info.
Every business has a story to tell, and first impressions matter. This is Justin Ankery encouraging you to let the professionals at CertaPro Painters help your business shine with the right color and flawless finish. From offices to retail spaces, warehouses to restaurants, CertaPro Painters delivers expert commercial painting tailored to your needs. Call your neighborhood CertaPro Painters today to learn more about our commercial painting services. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The Payroll Company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
The man known for creating sports awards has finally earned his own. The entire Buzz team would like to congratulate our own David Bazzel on being named the Arkansas Sports Broadcaster of the Year by the National Sports Media Association. David, thank you for your passion and hard work on Morning Mayhem and your many other endeavors. And you can catch the Arkansas Sports Broadcaster of the Year along with Roger, Justin, and Josh right here on the Buzz on Morning Mayhem, weekdays from 6 to 10. Congrats, Baz, and here's to a great 2025.
Want to see our beautiful faces? Catch Morning Mayhem streaming live every day on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Just search 1037 The Buzz.
Give me the top 5 teams that you think are picked to win the national championship next year.
Oregon, Notre Dame, Ohio State
Texas.
again.
Texas be number 1, I bet.
And Georgia.
You got all 5.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy God.
Wow.
Yeah, all 5. Order.
Suck it. Hold on, Zach. So Justin.
Suck it. And listen, and go back, Josh, and listen to Baz laughing at me.
No, that's me because I thought you were just listing teams. I didn't know you were trying. That was me laughing, but I thought
was you laughing.
I thought you were just like reading the playoff field. I was like,
I did list teams, but 5 correct ones. So then may I direct my suck it to you? With all due respect, of course.
And Chris Ho made an interesting point on that last game. Justin Moore continues to amaze with his ability to get the last answer when his back's against the wall. And
I didn't realize I said where you might want to go.
Yeah, because again, Chris made the point. All the other ones are places you've been to be able to make the comment you don't want to go there.
Yep.
Well, nobody's been to hell, but Justin still got that anyway. And
well, you know what?
he goes outside the box.
abstract. It was very abstract.
Yeah,
I had no idea
it is
that
amazing.
would make a big difference to him. But
from our D3 Auto Sales text line, a couple things here. Congrats again to Ryan Day on officially being the first head coach in the NIL era to literally buy a $20 million college football championship.
Is that fair?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Is it
Somebody
fair?
said, do you guys actually get paid for this? We do, if you can believe that. Hard to believe, isn't it? But we'll take it. Yeah. You missed it earlier, Justin. We had Jimmy from Grapevine call the show, which obviously Jimmy is Hall of Famer, great guy from the, what was it? Not Sheridan, but a little town outside of Sheridan. Grapevine, what am I talking about? Yeah, Jimmy from Grapevine.
Yeah, Grapevine.
I met his wife and daughter, a great guy. Also, Johnny Sausage said, I think y'all played Justin's entire first album in the background during that round of Family Feud. What a nice touch.
Listen, when
it was
we
a long
turned
one.
on Robert when he didn't want to play the game.
Yeah.
We turned on him.
But he did end up winning. There's DJ coming in with all kind of equipment.
Is that a generator?
DJ.
Hey, make sure we get him on because I got to confront him about.
Oh, that's right. We do. We got to get DJ on because I shared with Josh your comments about his. You weren't really impressed with the way he was answering the phone. So here we'll get him on right now. DJ Williams. Joe, we just announced too that you were doing the
big game party.
Big game party here.
Is that what we got to call it? Like rights-wise?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
When you say you're going to be here, now you can talk about Mainline Sports Bar, just like some of the other places in the sports book will be showing the Super Bowl.
It's going to be everywhere.
But when you talk about,
especially since the Fox station is still blacked out on DirecTV, this may be the only option for a lot of people to watch the big game.
It was last year. What didn't it?
Yeah, it's been blacked out for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And so the game will be on Fox. So unless you have another way to do it, maybe the only place to hang out is here at Oaklawn, having a good time.
Well, Boudreaux's with me in North Little Rock.
Okay,
we got you covered.
Yeah, both parts of Central Arkansas. Well, the other day I heard you when I think Justin was working that day. You came in and somehow something got brought up about Josh. You go, you know what? I have a little problem with Josh. The way he answers the phone,
you got to tighten up.
Yeah.
Well, DJ, you could have brought that. You could have brought that to me as opposed to just saying it on your show.
But we say things on the air. We say things on the air all the time. We work things out on the air a lot of times.
Well, it reminds you, because I was thinking I may say something. Maybe that's just a lot going on. But wasn't it 2 days back to back we were working out, and so it happened another day. I was just like, oh, that's just how he does it.
The reason the reason he got brought up because he got some complaints yesterday about the way. And that's what made me think. I thought, you know what? DJ said the same thing, Josh.
Okay,
so
but
hold
on. So DJ, the first day you saw me do it was the day we were in the studio together, and Justin was in Florida. Yes.
Yes, and in your defense, there was a lot of moving pieces. All right.
Yes, and also your mic is on, so I'm going to be short with them, and I'm going to try to be quiet with them as well.
Yeah. It was just the.
It was a tone?
It was a tone.
Yeah, he sometimes has a tone.
It was a tone.
Yeah, but
it was a tone.
And then what did you say, Josh, yesterday about the callers? What did you?
Okay, I'll say it again. The callers are not entitled to be on the air. They're not entitled to airtime.
What does that have to do with how you pick up the phone?
No, because they call and they act like, because they won't listen to you at all. They'll be like, I'm trying to talk Baz. And it's like, okay, I need your name and your number. They're like, yes, I want to talk to Baz. And it's like, okay. Well, how about you respect what I'm saying?
Real quick. Rod, shoot me a fake ring. Give me a...
Ring.
Buzz, who's this? And then you say their name, then he hits it again. Buzz, and then he drops the who is. He says, who this? Buzz, who this?
All right, DJ, I would invite you. If you want to screen calls for a day on these 1980. The 1980s rotary phone. Come on over here and do it, because it's not as fun as it sounds. I mean, there is about 3 years, of crust on the phones. They're moldy, crusty, and terrible.
Well, that's from RJ.
That's from RJ. Dude, so when you said Buzz, who's this? And then yesterday he gets us. We ask him what's wrong. He goes, because I have somebody call up here and go, hey, I want to talk to the guys. And I had to tell him, you don't just get your weight corn dog. He calls me by his radio name. Screw that corn dog.
Well, people named corn dog think they're entitled to be on the air. They're not. How about you use your Christian name? I'll have a bit more respect for you.
I say corn dog does.
I mean, the entitlement, to each their own on that. I'm just saying the only reason it caught me off guard, because I'm new to this, so the way I see it day one, I assume this is just how it's done. Yeah. And so when I compare it to who picks up our phones, Christian, he says, 1037 The Buzz, what's your name? I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know Christian was a receptionist all of a sudden. I love Christian, but it's not Mr. Sunny disposition all the time.
Hey, I look at it like this. Like on the news, we have viewers who have some complaints in this, and you talk about fans at football games. At the end of the day, who's paying our bills?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I understand it.
So I think maybe a nicer pickup when they call.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't realize that he was under distress with this old rotary phone. Have you talked to your general manager about that, or the program director?
Let me say that. Let me do this. After our meeting at Christmas, the fun we had at Christmas, and I heard what Terry had said. We don't need no new phone, okay? We don't need no bonuses. Rap. We don't need nothing. You just use them phones like that. Listen, you still sell real estate?
Yes.
Let me. What's the name of your company?
It is Signature Properties.
Signature Properties. Let me see if this works. If I work for you in Signature Properties.
Okay.
Give me a ring.
Give you a ring?
Yeah,
okay.
Give me
Ring.
Signature Properties, what do you want?
They're going to a number to another real estate company.
Here's the thing. Here's what I've noticed here. It's funny. The TV folks in Little Rock really had a problem with my performance. First, we have Steve Sullivan come on here, and not only that, corrects my intro. corrects my intro for Will, so he wants to use the diffuser as a nickname. Great, terrible nickname. Then he comes on here when you all are gone and tells me to my face that I was not the first choice for this job. Now we've got DJ being like, why isn't he more sunny when he answers the phone? This isn't good enough. I mean, you TV people are just full of great ideas on how to do my job better, aren't you?
You know what Josh likened that to, DJ, was that it's like when your parents on your 13th birthday go, you know you were adopted.
I mean,
that's what that looks like.
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like.
Let's go ahead and take a break, come back, and we'll find out what the guys, in addition to DJ, Justin as well, are doing on their show today. We're here at Oaklawn. It's going to be nice weather this weekend, and not going to be quite as cold as it was.
Yes.
They are racing today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And don't forget the bobblehead giveaway on Saturday, Mystic Dan bobblehead, about what first come, first serve before they're all gone, and a $100,000 giveaway by the end of the day.
Here's a picture of it right here.
Yeah,
here
take a look. Very nice.
Look at that.
Very nice. We'll come back and wrap things up live from Oaklawn. 9:49.
Cowboy folk go to Blue Street Boogie.
Roger Scott for Family Market Stores. Hey, we get it. You've got options. You could shop anywhere for grocery, snacks, or gas. But you know what? You chose us, Family Market Stores, and we couldn't be more thrilled. So we've got a little something to show you just how much we appreciate you. Save 5 cents a gallon every time you fill up with your Family Market Rewards card at any of our 4 locations. Craving a large fountain drink or a fresh cup of community coffee? That's another 5 cents off a gallon. Hydrate and save, people. It's genius. Use your rewards card inside any Family Market location to stack up on even more savings. You'll wonder how you ever shopped without it. Oh, and don't forget Big Monday. Mid-grade gas at the price of regular? Yes, please. And if you're cruising down I-40, stop by our brand new Mayflower convenience store. Grab a fresh Bahama Mama, fill up your tank, and fuel your adventure. Family Market Stores, saving you money and making you smile in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, and Mayflower. Shop smart, save big, and stay awesome. Family Market Stores.
Fort Thompson's in Sherwood end-of-season apparel sale going on now. 40% off select apparel throughout the store. Get stocked up now. Fort Thompson in Sherwood has the gear you need. Save 40% on select apparel throughout the store.
There's a reason I've been running my big green tractor all these years. When I need to get the job done before hitting the road, I can count on Greenway's reliable John Deere equipment to get my property in shape. From small to large tractors and a wide range of implements, I know I'm getting equipment that works as hard as I do.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, if your New Year's resolution is to update your old bathtub, now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas during our New Year New Bathroom event. Bath Makeover is Central Arkansas's trusted local source for custom bathing solutions installed in as little as 1 day, featuring our revolutionary new laser etch shower wall systems. Get the look of real tile that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas now at 1-800-NEW-BATH. During our New Year New Bathroom event, receive 50% off installation of a new bathtub or shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts, plus a bonus. Receive a $200 Walmart gift card with your bath or shower purchase. And call 1-800-NEW-BATH right now for a free $25 Starbucks gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Whatever you're doing this weekend, if it doesn't involve fast horses, daily doubles, high fives, and corned beef sandwiches, you may be doing it wrong. Every weekend through May 3rd, Oaklawn has live thoroughbred racing. Whether your Oaklawn is cheering from the home stretch, dining in the Bugler restaurant, or raising a glass at the First Turn bar, your race day is whatever you want it to be. Make reservations today at Oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter agent Matt Warden in Little Rock, Seth Hobbs in Bryant, or Nick Gennardi in Sherwood.
This afternoon, Randy returns to Crane Hyundai of Little Rock, 11701 Colonel Glenn Road. Search their inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles at cranehyundaiLittleRock.com. Drive Time Sports today at Crane Hyundai of Little Rock on 103.7 The Buzz.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spraying. Or stop by 65th and University.
Oaklawn Sports presents Oaklawn Game Day. It's an inside look at the week's big games, exciting prop bets, and the latest betting lines from Oaklawn Sportsbook. Justin Acree and Oaklawn's Director of Sports Wagering, Zach Gillum, have all the information you need to place your bets at Oaklawn. Catch it on The Buzz Wednesday night at 8, and again Thursday mornings at 5:30 before Morning Mayhem. Oaklawn Game Day, presented by Oaklawn Sports on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Quinn Grovey, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
All right, it is 9:54. Wrapping up things here at Oaklawn. Getting ready to hand off to the zone.
Yeah, Steve Quall's here.
Yeah, hey, Steve. Justin Acree and DJ Williams joins. Good morning, guys.
Hey, boys.
We were supposed to be running, Oaklawn was on Monday, but because of the weather, it was canceled. So convenient that we're here today, and they're running today. So 4 straight great days of racing. Justin, I was mentioning $2 million in stake races on Saturday. So one of the big weekends of the year here, and it's where we first saw Mystic Dan a year ago. I don't think any of us probably thought when he won that, oh yeah, that guy's going to win. That horse is going to win the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, there was no doubt in my mind.
Well, you know what?
But a great story.
Yeah. Who are we going to look for this year to do something? Patch Adams. Because
look at you.
No, but
nice.
that's all because of the names that we've heard several times from Longinati, from Nancy, and that's
yes.
I don't remember Mystic Dan.
By the way, too, I want to mention we're going to be at the Big Buck Classic tomorrow, and JM, we get you tomorrow. Are you going to be with us tomorrow by phone? I know you won't be there in person.
What?
We'll discuss. I honestly don't know what I have going, but if I can, I will.
Okay,
sure.
Awesome. Yeah, the good thing, Justin doesn't have to be there in person. That's the only thing he's happy about.
No, I don't know why.
What's happening with the zone today?
Mostly talking about what's going on here. This mic sounds bad. Nancy Holthus is going to join us 10:30 thanks to the Gangster Museum of America. David Longinati swinging by, and Zach will come by in the last hour. We'll talk about NFL odds for the weekend, and mostly going to celebrate the win last night. That was fun.
Yeah, it was so nice for us to get up at 6 o'clock and play the Razorback Fight song. And, Coach Cal looked relieved after it was done. And, you look at the way they shot free throws, the way they rebounded, all the things maybe they hadn't done. Even though they shot poorly, and everybody contributed. We were talking about who would pick up the slack for those minutes for Boogie Flynn. Carter Knox.
Yeah, he played well.
11 to 13 free throws, and
they're just so bad on offense. That first half was an abomination. It was so terrible.
The last time they shot that poorly, I think
it's not just that. It's just the whole way they ran offense in the first half was gross.
Down by 12.
See, I thought they had a ton of wide open looks.
Yeah, threes,
and they just could not knock anything down. I mean, at some point, you got to shoot the ball into the freaking goal.
Yeah, they obviously ran better offense in the second half, but, they're getting to the free throw line's good because they're not a good shooting team, and they're not going to be.
And the first time they've out-rebounded a team in the SEC since they've sort of a conference play, which is nice. So
that's a beatable team, and so is Saturday. So you got to get the ones you can get if you're going to make it interesting. But, they still look like a 5-win team to me.
Yeah. So we'll see. Like I said, at least it's nice to, like Cal said, once you get a win, at least that's a win. They finally get something because
you can hear it.
That's the narrative. Of course, you had 2 other great basketball games in the SEC last night.
Gosh.
Florida, they South Carolina had their chances.
Florida did hit a couple big shots, but I thought South Carolina kind of peed down there a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see the clip from Texas A&M and Ole Miss, but we're going to play that on the show today. So
that was a great game as well.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's and then obviously we were talking baseball about some of the moves that Dave Van Horn is doing with the coaching staff, and we're right around the corner of getting that started, which will be positive.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Moving the moving the base coaches around and then keeping Nate Thompson in the dugout with him so they could talk offensive strategy. I like that.
I do too.
We're making some progress. We didn't have any luck with getting players on from basketball, but it looks like we're going to have baseball and softball both represented, so that's good.
Yep, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Also, too, again, congrats. We didn't get a chance to tell DJ yesterday. Great ratings yesterday. We appreciate everybody who listens to our station.
Thank you.
Had a good book for the station. You guys had a monster book. JM, well done. Done in Poland.
That's fun.
Josh, back in the studio. Good work. And tomorrow, Raj will be Big Buck Classic. We'll be back here tonight, though. We're not leaving.
We're not leaving here. We have an extended stay. We have a golden ticket to stay right here. Mainline Sports Bar tonight. It's trivia. The prizes have been doubled. Now they've raised the purse on the first, second, and third. So come hang out with us.
All right, the zone's up next. Thanks, everybody.
Madame Giselle senses a change in your future.
Is it a promotion?
I see a door opening.
Ooh, to a corner office?
There's a creature. Beady eyes, lots of hair.
Is it my boss, Dave?
No, raccoons everywhere. Your RV door is open, and they're chewing everything.
Not a problem. I'm covered by Progressive. Do you see a bigger paycheck?
Customize your coverage with Progressive's Pest Damage Protection and be prepared for the unexpected. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pest Damage Protection available for RVs less than 6 years old. $250 deductible applies to any claim.
Hey, I got you something. What's this? Just a little Galentine's gift from JTV.
Do you mean jewelry television? I love their jewelry. They have the
New customers get $25 off their first purchase of $75 or more. Visit jtv.com/romance.
Yeah, their artisan collections.